Good morning, ladies. What's good? Hey, new me. What's up, mysterious? How are y'all ladies doing this morning? Hopefully, y'all are having a good morning so far. I know it's 8:34 here. I'm not sure what time it is where y'all are at, but hey, I hope y'all are having a good morning. What's up, Dan? What's going on? Welcome to the chat. What's up, Ebony? What's up, Anna? How y'all doing, ladies? Sandra. Hey, Ebony. Y'all. Hey, Samoya. What's up, ladies? Y'all let me know if I start glitching or going in and out, whatever. Let me know. Okay. Now I know y'all been seeing that they have suspended or cut off food stamps. So people that receive food stamps will not receive their food stamps in November until further notice. That's if they can't come to some type of agreement with. No, I take that back. They sent out the little things because I seen them on Facebook. They sent out emails letting people know that their food stamps were suspended or they will not be receiving them until further notice due to the government shutdown. Also, I also had seen someone on Facebook talking about them trying to cut special education, meaning that the teachers that's funded by the government, if they were to lose their positions for any, for this situation, then they were saying that there could be potentially a cut in special education. So people are feeling some type of way about that. Me, myself personally, I have two children that have autism and they do receive those services. Okay. Now, I understand that a lot of people are upset. A lot of elderly people that depend on those food stamps, a lot of people that are handicapped or may have lost their jobs due to a injury or whatever the case may be, they may be relying on those benefits. Okay. I feel sorry. I most definitely do. Anybody that's able bodied, see, like I was telling y'all in Oklahoma, I don't know how it is where y'all are at, but in Oklahoma, nobody's receiving benefits off of nothing. You have to go to work. Okay. You have to have a job. You have to go to job. You have to have a job and you have to be working a certain amount of hours in order to receive the benefits. Um, or they'll cut you off at a certain time. Like you only receive the stamps for like 3 months, but you won't receive them for like 6 to 12 months or something like that. They have a work requirement. It used to be that they didn't have a work requirement if you had children under 18. Now it's under 14. Okay. So if you have children that are 14 and over, you have to work. If you have children that are 14 and under, there's no work requirement. If you have children that are 14 and under, if you have some that are older, then that's they changed it. Okay. So it may be people that may not have food come next month, but I believe that if you have family that love and care about you, they will make sure that you will not go hungry until these things are sorted out. I will hope and pray so. I will hope and pray. I'm not saying that nobody should have to go off into their refrigerator or their deep freezer or their pantry and empty it out. But what I will say is that if you have family members that that receive it and they may be down or whatever the case may be, I'm sure that if you love your family members, you'll pitch in and help out, especially if you have elderly people that are on it and that's what they rely on to feed them. I know for certain, you'll make sure that they'll eat as well. And here we have Meals on Wheels. So, we have, well, I remember my grandmother, my granny, when she was alive, she used to receive her Meals on Wheels all the time or whatever. Somebody that would come by, they have people that would cook for the elderly and they'll go around the neighborhood and, give the elderly people that they know that are elderly, they'll give them a plate. So they called it Meals on Wheels here. So, hopefully there's something like that. Maybe people will have a heart and come together and say, you know what, maybe we need to do this or do that for them. I don't know. I mean, it's a sad situation, but this is 2025. I don't know why people think that things are going to remain the same. Things change over time, and you have to prepare yourself for those changes. If you don't prepare yourself, then you'll see that you'll end up in a situation that you know, be hungry, I guess, or get up and get out and go get something for yourself. Because I wouldn't sit up here and be worried about nothing being taken away from me. I'll be sitting up here trying to figure out how I'm gonna get something to replace that shit. Period. I wouldn't be sitting up here worried and concerned about what somebody's taking away. I would be trying to find a way to see what I need to do. If there's no more eating better today, we ain't finna stop eating today because we're not gonna eat better today. Okay. We're gonna find another way to do it. And I hope that, people are trying to, or whatever the case may be, see whatever it is their options are or whatever due to this situation. But I also seen people poking fun at it. Not everybody that receives benefits are lazy. Some people receive it because they can receive it, and you would receive it too if you could. Some people say, "Oh, I make too much money. I wish I could, I would," but then talk down on people that do. You never know what situation you might be in to where you might have to rely on something that you never had to rely on before, especially if you end up injured and can't work. You can't expect for other people to stop their lives and take care of you. You would have to take care of yourself the best way that you can. And those services will be provided in place for you. You know what I'm saying? So, be mindful of that. Be very mindful of it. Now, people that was just on it, receiving it, or whatever the case may be, like I said, is different in different states. Here in Oklahoma, you have to work. Okay. Most definitely. Um, it's not designed to keep nobody down unless they choose to stay down. That's a choice. It's what you choose to use it for and how long you choose to use it for. Okay. If you are reporting things that you are receiving, the faster you get on, the faster they'll kick your ass off of it. Because the more any type of money that you make, they're going to take away from what they're giving you. And then you'll realize that you're probably just better off just doing it your damn self in the first place than sitting around waiting. It may help. The little bit helps you, or whatever the case may be, or whatnot. But hey, at this particular point, instead of people waiting around to see what's going to happen or if it's going to be this way forever, you just have to come with some type of solutions to your problems and figure it out. I don't believe that nobody should be sitting up here worried about how they going to eat. They should be figuring out how they going to feed themselves, period. You know, um, there's plenty of jobs, I'm sure. Maybe there isn't, the way that the world is today, it's a lot of stuff that's going on. It's more that's going on than what I'm talking about right now. With the special education thing being cut, they're saying that they could force the special education could be cut and that the kids could get pushed off into the regular classrooms. Okay. They would have to go off into the classrooms with their other peers and not have no type of special education unless I guess you decide to homeschool. Now, in my situation, I have a nonverbal child. My nonverbal child would not be going off into no classroom. Not in the general classroom. No, he would not. I would make it my business to make sure that I homeschool my oldest son because he's nonverbal. I wouldn't put my son through that. My son would not get put through that. He most definitely would not, because I said so. He would be homeschooled. Now, as far as my baby boy, he goes from the general to the special education. He does both of them. The reason why my oldest son doesn't is because he's nonverbal. Okay. So Jalen, if that was to happen, Jalen is able to, he talks. Okay. He's very talkative. He's even more talkative now that he's been going to school. He know how to express himself a lot better and everything, but he still has some areas where he needs some help. Now, if that were to happen to him in a way, it wouldn't be good for my son that's nonverbal because he definitely would need to be around people of his peers in order to become verbal. If and I'm not gonna say if I know that my son can talk because I can make him say things. So I'm not gonna say he cannot speak. It's just that he's just not fluent. As far as holding a conversation or saying certain things or coming to me. Like, of course, he can communicate with me and I understand him. He does have a communicator device and things like that. But, Jalen would probably, if that was to happen, I would say Jalen would be at school. It would be hard. It would be a hard situation, but you would have to figure it out the best way that you can and handle it the best way that I just feel like I done stressed enough. I stress enough as it is about my boys when they're not around me or with me. You know, so I just have to just look at it like this. If I stress out the fact that they could do away with that, I would just have to figure out the best way that I can to make sure that both of my sons are in situations to where they don't get overstimulated, overwhelmed, and they don't fail because there's no failing over here. Okay. So I would just have to figure out some type of way to where to accommodate them to where they'll both be able to do whatever it is they need to do to succeed. It's sad, but what can you do? I mean, what can you do? What about the permanently disabled? Well, honey, I have two autistic sons, honey. They seem not to care about that, because if they did, then it would be funding for the food stamps. But there's no funding for the food stamps, so there are, because of the government shutdown. So therefore, people are having to figure out how they're going to eat for the month of November and probably the month of December, maybe even January. We will not know until they say something or until something happens. So, um, but we do know that there's none coming in November. They have already sent the emails out. They have already sent the messages out to the people that are getting them that they will not be receiving them. So, like I said, hopefully, there's churches, people, there's loving people. There's churches that'll be able I'm sure there's going to be churches in people's areas that's going to be able to assist. Hopefully food pantries and things like that. Um, you know, Thanksgiving don't have to be like a normal Thanksgiving. You just have to make the best out of what you have if that's what you got. But I also seen that they said that if you have a balance on your card, that you better be using it, because if you don't use it, you could lose it. And I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy as hell. If you don't use your benefits for the month of October that you received, and November 1st hit, it's a chance that you will not be able to use those food stamps. So if you're a type of person that might spend a little bit at a certain amount of the month and then you go back, no, you better just go ahead and go and get your stuff now, because it's no telling if you're going to be able to get your money off of it or spend the money off of it come that time. So people are just gonna have to, like I said, I'm not gonna make fun of nobody that receives the benefits that's helping them. As long as they're using it for it to help them and they're not taking advantage or abusing the system, then I'm okay. I'm not okay with the fact that they're losing their shit. I'm not okay with the fact that these elderly people that rely on this, like, people are not able bodied, that's not able to get out and go work, you know, that's a problem for them. But like I said, hopefully these people have love and family. A majority of the times, I don't work in many of hospitals, honey. Majority of the times, a lot of people don't have family that really love and care about them. They don't. I done came across a lot of people, a lot of elderly people, that kids only come around when they think they're gonna get something, or when they know they on their last leg, they think they something out of the wheel they're gonna receive type shit. So I hope that these elderly people that have been relying on this stuff, that they have people that actually really do love and care for them, and that will be there for them to make sure that they eat. And the people are not able bodied, I hope, the same for them as well. People they may be down due to an injury on the job or whatever, and they have to depend on that at the moment because they can't get up and work. You might find yourself in situations to where you never know what you might need or what you might have to receive, you know. So it is bad. It's not a good thing. I know it's not a good feeling for a lot of people, you know, but we're in 2025, and I'm sure it's only going to get worse from here, as it has been. I mean, it's crazy. That's crazy as hell. I heard that on Facebook. I don't know how much of the special education cutting. I heard that on Facebook, honey. So I have to check more often to that. It was a lady speaking on it when she was talking about the food stamps or whatever, saying that they was talking about cutting. I did kind of go and look at it. It is a real thing. It was like 3 days ago they were talking about it. It was like around the 19th or something like that that they were speaking on this or whatever, whatnot. So, honey, if that ends up happening, it's gonna really be something crazy going on. Um, a lot of parents are upset about that, about the special education being cut if it could be cut, because that leaves a lot of the special needs children's often, situation, especially if they're severe. My sons are level ones, level two. Um, so um Jalen is a level one, level two, and Tristan's a level two due to him being nonverbal. You got some real severe autistic kids, and then you got some kids that are have other disabilities or that are very severe. So that wouldn't be fair to them at all, and that wouldn't be fair to the parents to where they would have to find out how they're going to have to work and see where their kids is going to go. You know what I'm saying? Because you wouldn't want to. I couldn't, man. I couldn't imagine my child being very severe and my child being pushed off into a regular classroom because of special education being cut due to whatever situation. Like I just couldn't fathom that, and then the parents have to get up and go to work. And then they would have to figure out, well, how is this going to work? That just puts people all into a whole, totally, situation. It really does. That's crazy. Yeah, me too, Hasna. I have both of them are. What's up, Room Shaker? What's going on? Yeah, that's crazy as hell. I was just like, you know what? As the world turns, it's getting crazy and crazy. So you just have to prepare yourself for whatever it is to come. If you sit up there and worry about things that's happening, I mean, you're not gonna do what you need to do to see to it that you make it. You know, um, everybody should know that this shit was gonna come to an end. Like it's only, you get different people off in office, they have different viewpoints of how they feel about different shit or whatever. So you get them off in there and then they make decisions like this, and then this is what some people have to suffer due to the decision making or whatever the case may be. But let me stop what the fuck I'm saying before I keep going, because I see some idiots enter into my motherfucking chat, and this is how we gonna do this here. I want you to know where you at. Since if you don't know where you at, I'm about to tell you exactly where the fuck you have came to. This is the Straight Facts Unmatched experience over here. And if you see what the title is stating, I'm talking about whatever it is that I'm talking about. If you want to come in and chime in on what I'm talking about, you are more than welcome. But if you're going to come in here and drop down in my chat on some bullshit, I'm going to block you. It's simple and plain and simple. I don't play with grown kids. I only play with my kids, my boys, and they at school. Okay. So if you're going to drop down and you're going to chime into the conversation, make sure you stay on topic. Make sure you come correct or your ass is going to get blocked. Okay. Just so we clear. Just so we don't have no misunderstandings as to where the fuck you are at. Okay. All right. So now we can proceed. My thoughts and my opinions are my thoughts and my opinions. If you don't agree over here, we agree to disagree. Okay. So just make sure if you drop down and you want to chime in, you chime in on the topic and come with some type of logic. Because if you don't do that, your ass is going to get blocked. Okay. It's simple. I don't know why I have to always explain myself. I don't even half-ass come on this motherfucker, but when I do, I always have to explain the same things over and over again. I understand that people come in new. It be people that be new sometimes that don't know no better, but I have to get them in line. Now, back to what we was talking about. All the money sent for the wars and they don't want to help the citizens here is crazy. It always will be crazy. The money will go over to all of these different areas where we will suffer over here in the United States of America because of it. Like I said, I would never poke fun at a situation for what people have to do to how people have to make it the way that they have to make it, you know. And I would never frown down or look down upon nobody. because tables could most definitely turn and you could be in that situation where you're talking about, in a blink of an eye. You really could be handicapped. You could be walking around here with all your limbs and lose all of your limbs. And you would have to rely and depend on this type of stuff or whatever the case may be. So, I've been seeing, like I said, I've been seeing people cracking jokes and making like it's funny. Talking about how I bet people will get up and go work now because they not receiving food stamps. I bet they will too if they able bodied enough to get their asses up to go to work. Because you shouldn't, if you able bodied to get up and go work, you shouldn't be having nobody making sure that you eat better today. You should be able to eat better every damn day yourself. Like I said, the shit is not designed for people to be down. That's what some people choose to be. So if a lot of people during the pandemic, COVID situation, a lot of people decided they didn't want to work no more. A lot of people decided they wanted to get on Section 8. A lot of people decided they wanted to receive food stamps. That's why every list and everything, that's why the shit is closed here in Oklahoma now. They closed it down in October of 23. Everybody, they mama and they grandma, they aunties, they uncles and cousins just stopped working. It's just like everybody just stopped working and just got on assistance, whether they knew they needed or didn't need it, or didn't even get off of it once they got better to get off of it. It's a stepping stone. It's not created or made to keep and that's another thing. It's not created or made to keep no man out of no house. If the woman decide to keep that man out of the house because she rather have her benefits than have the benefit of that man being there, then guess what? His ass won't be there. But he most definitely could be there. He could most definitely be on the case with her. So I don't know why people say shit like that too. You have to know these things. You have to be informative about these situations in order to talk about them. If you've never experienced it or know somebody that's involved in that or receiving this type of shit, then you would never know. But that's just what that is. Like, it's not designed to keep nobody down. People choose to get on this type of stuff as far as government assistance and stay on it and stay stuck and stagnant and not do nothing different, but just stay stuck and stagnant on it. Like I said, after a while of receiving that shit, you could see that you could do more yourself than receiving it, or you could live better than receiving that. Because if you see where you have to live in certain areas of where you stay at, you would be like, hell no. If you love your kids, you wouldn't do no shit like that. Not me. No, ma'am. Oh, fuck no. Just to receive little dollars amount of rent, you would stay in roach, bed bugs, mice infected places? No, I don't think so. Not me, not mine, because my mama and my daddy didn't make me do no shit like that. So I'm not gonna make my boys do no shit like that. So it's all about what you choose to do and how you choose to do it and how you choose to use it. So if anybody is losing that shit due to the fact that they was just having it just to be having it and they didn't need it, then I guess it is what it is. I hope that anybody's receiving what they receive that actually need it. Because there's people that actually really do need that shit. And it's really sad that they're not going to receive that shit come this month coming up. It's really sad. It's really sad. I ain't gonna never talk down on nobody because I know that I could be in that situation quick in the blink of a fucking eye. You can never sit up there and talk bad about somebody else's situation because you never know. You could be right there. But for the kids that barely even eat, I feel sorry for them. I'm gonna make sure my motherfucking kids eat. They're going to eat better today, tomorrow, the next day, the next week, the next month, the next year, and the years to come. They ain't finna miss nothing. So I'm not going to sit up here and worry about what could be or what is or how this could be or what's going to come because we don't know what is to come, whether you receive government assistance or not. It could be something happening for people that don't receive that shit. I think as a collective, we all fucked. Really. You go off into the store, dude. This shit is mind-blowing. Going to go buy a meal for your house to cook is equivalent to go buying a meal outside your house. It's sad. And when you go to the store, You spending $50 on one meal for one day. For one damn day. If y'all really think them food stamps is hitting like they used to hit back in the day, oh hell, I bet you they not. So I bet you whoever's receiving them or not receiving them more probably see things probably clear. Maybe they won't want it. Maybe they'll say, you know what? Hey, maybe I could find another way to eat better today. I'm just saying. Because things like this can happen. That's why in certain situations, in any situation, you never want to put yourself in a situation to where you rely or have to depend on something, because you never know when that situation might change. It might not be there for you. So I try to make sure that whatever I do, I put myself, even if certain things is not working out, I put myself in a situation to where I know that if it doesn't, that it's not going to hurt me in any type of way, shape, or form. And if it's out of my control, I can't do nothing about it. You can complain all day, but that's not going to change your situation. You're just going to have to find something to do. And I'm just praying for anybody and everybody that has been impacted by this situation about, this happening, because it's unfortunate, but here we are. It's sad. I went to Arby's drive-thru, and when she said that little bit of burger and other things I ordered was 30, I said, okay, never mind. Exactly, Anna. Like, it's getting really it's scary out here. It's getting scary. It's scary. It's frightening. It really is. But I done stressed myself out enough over things, honey, overthinking over things. I'm not talking about no shit like this, but I'm just saying in general, period, just like, with my kids and stuff, it's all types of weird shit going on, honey. It's all type of kidnappings and shit happening. There's all types of stuff going on around here. You just got to be safe and secure, honey. I'm trying to tell you, it's getting real crazy and scarce. And the food, the way that this food is rising, that is crazy. Going to the store, trying to get a meal, say for instance, like, I want to cook this tonight. About time you done went to the line and you done got everything ringed up, honey. It's about $50 for just one meal. Like, damn. That's crazy. I don't know what it's gonna be like. What it's gonna be like tomorrow. You don't ever know what it's gonna be like from the day to tomorrow, or from this week to next week, or from this month to next month. You just don't know. So you just have to stay prayed up, man, and just, do the best that you can, and just try to find different type of avenues, to try to help you in any way that for real, you know. See, people like Peaches that claim they got a big bag, big bank, she calls her audience pussy assholes. That pussy asshole need to be trying to help her audience to see if she can be, be generous and help them like they have helped her feed her husband and all those 9 kids she got over there. Because, bitch, if I had the means to do it, honey, I promise you, on some real shit, I wouldn't mind. That wouldn't be no problem for me. And I wouldn't do that shit for no recognition. It's just for the simple fact that I know people would need that shit. But you got people that got stuff like that. They won't, they ain't gonna be trying to help nobody. And that's sad. I hope Jasmine does not get on here with this little story that she's gonna be screaming, oh, you guys, they took away my food stamps, so I don't have any food. Bitch, you better go get you some. Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't get on here with your grown ass talking about no. You're not the only one that's going through that. So don't make sure you don't get on here with nothing like that. Especially when your children go from your house to their daddy's house. So, honey, you should be able to at least provide a little bit of something or have something for them when they come over there. Because, honey, the way you be cooking for you a legendary, yeah, you better make sure he got some food too. Call his daddy. So you should be okay. You shouldn't have no problems. You have 2 baby daddies, 2. Not 1, but 2. So you should be straight over there. And Ma Dukes, I mean, she ain't around, but I know she's around, hopping around or jumping around or somewhere with Jack. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So don't get on here with that bullshit, because we ain't been seeing on you guys. I just been, I don't know, you guys. I'm trying to get back in the groove. Yeah, you've been trying to, how you neglect, listen. How do you neglect your main job? This is your main job for a job that you just go in every once in a while? Huh? I mean, I would see you doing that if that job was going to be more than the job that you're at. But where you been? You been with your new man? Or you been with Chris? Which one? Which one is it? Mhm. Mhm. You know Jasmine's gonna be on here, honey. Jasmine's gonna be on here, honey. Jasmine's gonna be on here. She I'm like, you guys, I don't know what I'm gonna do, you guys. I don't have any food in my refrigerator, you know. You better go door dash and door, bitch. You better go figure it out, honey. Just like everybody else gotta figure it out, you gotta figure it out too. Please don't get on here with your grown ass talking about what you can't do, because you can if you want to. You most definitely can. Okay. You most definitely can. Especially since you saying that everybody's in school and shit like that. Oh yeah, you can. And if you going into an office and out of an office and coming home, then yes, you can. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. So she is so definitely gonna be on here. Watch it. I just hope what's up, Mama Boo baby? Did I speak to you, sweetheart? What's up, lovely girl? What's going on? What's up, Angie? You think that they're, oh man, Angie, what you say? That you personally, I feel they're trying to, I think so too. So let's talk about it, Angie. I think let's talk about it. Let's get on some real shit. So do you think that this is supposed to be some type of like emotional warfare? Meaning like, do you think this is to play on the emotions of people to see how they'll react if they are not fed? Angie, reply. Are you still here? Angie, let me know if that's what you're saying. Huh? What's up, Kelly? What's going on? Is that what you are? Is that what you try? Is that what you saying that you feel like they're trying to cause a mass chaos? Because see, people that are hungry might go, like this food, just that food that came up in here earlier, talking about go steal something. No, somebody probably stole something from you, and that's why you talking about go steal, honey. I'm not a thief. I don't have to go steal shit. So no, I don't have to do those things. But yeah, that'll cause people to go and try to do things that they shouldn't be doing. I hope it don't get to that point to where people start wanting to go break off into stores to steal food or whatever. I hope that doesn't happen. But hey, it may, you know, it may happen. People might it may end up happening that way. I just hope it doesn't, but I'm pretty sure that it will because people are outraged about the situation and it happening. People are not happy about it. I'm not happy about it either because I know that there's people that need it, you know. I know that there's people that need it for sure. So yeah, I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, um, I'm happy about it, but I know that things do happen over time, that things do change over time, and you have to change with the times when they change or whatever. Complaining about it, I mean, you just gonna have to do something. I just hope that everybody, like I said, when that time comes or whatever, that, you know, especially people are talking about Thanksgiving, but forget Thanksgiving. That's just one damn day. What about all the days out before, in the middle, and after Thanksgiving? People talking about people are not going to have a good Thanksgiving. I think they'll have a good Thanksgiving as long as they have something that they can throw together. It'll be great. You can make something out of anything, you know. Even something that, you don't have to have, they be giving out free turkeys and stuff like that at places or whatever. Ham sometimes, it just depends. I think everything is gonna be all right. Like I said, I'm a pray about it. Senior lady I know didn't even get her regular little 20. She didn't? She didn't get her money at all this month? What's up, Melody? That's crazy. Yeah, that's what's up, Melody? Yeah, want you in fear to think that you're not gonna eat. Y'all, this what y'all was thinking. That's what you think. Y'all, I could dig it, to cause some type of yeah, chaos, like Angie said, cause some type of friction, have people out here spiraling out of control, breaking and doing all type of stuff. Yeah, I could see that, like I said, some things are done to see what the reaction may be, you know to see how people will react. If we take this from them, we gonna see how they respond. Yeah. We gonna see how people gonna respond. All right. I just hope that nobody gets too hurt, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen because once you take something like that away from people that's been relying on it or have to depend on that, you never know what kind of mind frame or mindset that they might be in. It might be something else that might be going on in their life, and that add to it to where they might not be able to eat. They probably already shit, even with it, probably can't even eat. Barely. You know what I'm saying? Making with it. But without it, it's just like shit, I ain't gonna be making it at all. So yeah. What's up, New Me? This could be a wake up call. No one owes us anything. You right, New Me? I'm with you on that. Most definitely so. It could be a wake up call to let people know that you shouldn't. You got to know that things can take. Just like, say for instance, it's no different from you being in a marriage. You have a husband or whatever the case may be, and something happens. Something drastic happens to him. You have to pick up the pieces. You ain't gonna let the pieces fall, are you? Huh? I understand that it's hard. It's not going to be easy, but you're not going to let things just go to shit. You got to get up. You got to do something. It's not going to be easy. It's not. Ain't shit going to be easy, but you got to get up and do something. You got to make something happen. You got to make sure, especially if you got kids, you got to get up and make sure that they eat. You got to make sure that you make sure that whatever they don't go without nothing, even if they are taking it. So, a lot of people don't agree with Trump about his beliefs or how he feels about shit or whatever the case may be, and how he rocks and how he rolls, but he's in that office, honey. They put him off in that office. He is there. He's making these decisions. People are not happy about him. But the question of it is that if there's something that can be done, why complain about it? Do something about it. I'm just saying. What is the resolution that could be done for this problem? It's going to be a whole lot of people that's going to be hungry if they choose to be. But some of them is not choosing to be, though. Some of them don't have no choice. They were relying on that to feed them. And $23 ain't shit. That ain't even enough to get nobody nothing. What, a pack of noodles? Shit. I'm just saying, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. That's why I don't know how, to each his own. If you able to afford to have a whole lot of kids, then hey, kudos to you. But I wouldn't even think of even no, ain't no fucking way in hell. Yeah, like anything could change, like on some real shit, New Me. You gotta be prepared for anything, honey. Please trust me, I know. New Me. Yes, I do know, sweetheart. Yeah, anything could change drastically. You could be in a relationship next minute you're not in a relationship. What you gonna do? You just not gonna, what you gonna do? Because bitch, I'm gonna keep moving forward. I got children. I got boys that depend and need me. I'm not gonna sit here and not do nothing because the man decided he don't want to do shit or he don't want to be a part of the equation no more. Bye. I have to still keep it moving. So the same thing with this situation. And this is not to the ones, this is not to the ones that are elderly, that are not able-bodied, that's not able. I'm not talking about the ones that really need it. I'm talking about these able-bodied motherfuckers that's been abusing and using. Okay? If you were just sitting up there waiting for them things to come, and them things ain't coming. And if that's what your kids were depending on, honey, I'm not, listen, whether they was depending on that shit or not, honey, I promise you, ain't shit gonna go out missing over, not a damn thing. Get up, get out, and get something. If that's what you have to do, you got to do what you got to do. Fast food is a job too. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Shoveling shit, whatever the fuck you got to do, bitch. Whatever is necessary to feed your kids, your household, to make sure you live and keep moving forward. You got to do what you got to do. Times is definitely has changed. Not is changing. It's changed. Okay, and the more as the days to come, yeah. Okay, I'm just saying, man. Lord Jesus. Oh man, that's just, I only have one, well, no, I have a grandfather and a grandmother that's living. One, my grandmother on my dad's side, my dad on my granddad on my mom's side, you know, but they gonna be straight. regardless. That don't even matter. They gonna be all right. Um, you know, man. Um, and nobody is in my family. They not gonna go hungry, regardless of whatever situation. They're just not. So, it's not gonna happen. It's just not. But for the ones that may experience this and they don't have nobody, if I promise you, honey, if I had a millions of dollars or whatever, I would definitely do something. I would definitely have something for people. Definitely in my state. I most definitely would, with no problem. I would get with some people and see what I could do to help or whatever, you know. But, you know, shit. Even with receiving them damn things on some real shit though, y'all, honey, it's just like, what the fuck? Are you serious? That's it. I'm just saying. Just look at it for what it is. I mean, any little bit helps. I'm not gonna, any little bit helps, but when that little bit that you receiving becomes scarce too, oh my God. Then you'll probably really think like, you know what, I just rather just go ahead and go get me a job so I can just feed my damn self or feed myself or my own kids. I don't have to, you don't ever want to have to sit up there and be dependent on something. And once they send you letters and tell you that that's not no longer available to you, then you sit up there and wonder how you gonna make it. I think that everybody should have a backup or something or be doing something to see to it that, if this does happen, I'm not going to be worried about how I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. I'm just saying, like on some real shit for real. I'm just saying, you know, but for the people that really need it and rely on it, man, that sucks. And that shit really fucking sucks. For the kids that don't really eat, man, that even that shit sucks. Man. But um hopefully shit. Hopefully before that time comes, we're just it's October 22nd. Hopefully before that time comes, maybe something can happen. Maybe something will change. Maybe this is a tactic, Mouse flagging like a motherfucker. If you know, you know. I mean, it is what it is. I don't know, shit, you know. create create chaos and confusion or whatever the case may be amongst people that might not want to be hungry. And the next thing you know, if the crime rate ain't if it ain't already high, it's finna shoot through the sky. You hear me? It's really finna shoot through the sky. It is. So hey, everybody just need to be safe. No, I'm not on TikTok, like as far as me having a platform over there, but I do be over there though, honey. I ain't gonna lie to you and tell I don't be over there. What's over there? What you want me to go over there and see? They will, Melanie. I know they will, but I guess they trying to see. You think they trying to see if people are gonna go out and start rioting and shit, vandalizing and shit, breaking and entering, all types of stuff. I think, hey, emotional warfare, like I said, Flaw, it's a whole lot of shit, just to play on your heartstrings, on your mind to see what are you going to do? How are you going to react? How would you respond if I take this from you? It's like dangling a carrot. I don't want no fucking don't dangle shit in my face, okay? I don't want it. If you gotta dangle something in my face, if you can take something away from me, if you could use that as control to control me, you will not be able to control me. I'm not gonna let you. Okay. Mm-mm. So I'll say that if you don't have to depend on somebody making sure you have a place to stay, then don't depend on somebody to make sure you have a place to stay. If you don't have to depend on somebody making sure that you eat better today, then don't depend on eating better today. Depend on yourself. Okay. But if you are really actually in need of that, then don't be ever make you feel ashamed for shit that you receive to make sure that your household is not in need, that they have what they need. And that's on every motherfucking thing. Okay. All right. And that's just what the fuck it is. Don't ever feel any type of way. Don't ever let nobody make you feel away for what you have to do. Because if they had to, they would too. And that's just real. Because if you can't do nothing, what would you do? You ain't gonna be starving. You ain't gonna want to be homeless. So you gonna go apply for those services. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I know the fuck I would. Now, cause who ain't finna be out on the street with their kids is me. Who ain't finna be hungry is me, and my kids ain't either. Now. So hey, it is what it is. Everybody's situation is different. You can judge all you want to, but don't judge too much because you might end up on the other side. On the other side. You just might end up on the other side because anything can happen to you. You could walk outside, get hit by a car, get in a bad car accident, get in a very traumatic, anything could happen. In the very same place that you sit up there and talked about and said that you didn't have to get or have never received, you just might have to receive it. And if it's not there for you to receive, then what? Man, that's fucked up, man. That's but anyways, let me come back to because I know how these things can be. Angie came off in here, Melanie feels the same way, and I'm with them on this shit. Sometimes things are presented to us to make us feel a way to see how we are going to react and respond. Okay? All right, it's an experiment. Some people the world is a stage. The world is a stage. The world is a fucking stage. Okay? Hey, gnarly. Yeah, the world is a stage, you guys, okay? Whether you know it or not, it is. Like the Truman Show type shit. Yeah. And some more shit. It goes deeper than what you know of or whatever the fuck you can think. But anyways, maybe this is a wake-up call to depend on only you and only you. Because even if you do depend on somebody, like I said, you still have to be able to depend on yourself. You still have to know that if this person decide that they no longer want to be with you no more or help you no more, you going to have to help yourself. So don't be a dependent. Be independent. Okay? And even if you have to depend on somebody for a little bit of time, make sure it's only for a fucking little bit of time. Okay? Because even if somebody say that they got you, don't mean they got you. So you have to have yourself in any fucking situation. Period. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, like I said, all the women need to start prepping. Let's see what you said, Miss Melody. And putting those pots on the stove. Yes, ma'am. I'm going to do that. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Don't panic. Everything will work out because regardless, y'all have to provide for your kids. Amen. You damn right. You right. Because if they don't, then I guess they keep what. Don't complain about what the man did. What are you gonna do? It's the real question. Because, honey, what the fuck I wouldn't do is sit around and cry about it. I'm gonna do something about it. The best way that I know I can, the best way that I know how. You know, if it, if there was, I know that there's very loving families. They say, at times it's real hard. We gonna go out and go get us go get us, put our money together, go get us a blend, go get us a big ass mansion, and we all gonna live in this motherfucker until we can all figure out some type of game plan or some type of master plan to make some real money and make some shit really shake type shit. But you don't, when you try to do stuff like that with people, it's just like, you know what? Fuck it. But hey, I mean, you're going to either get up and get out, make sure your kids eat, or you just going to be hungry. But for the ones that don't have no control, the elderly people, like I said, that depend on it no matter how small amount they may receive in that shit or whatever the case may be, because any little bit of you get in money, cash money, they're taking away your benefits, honey. Anything that they're paying for you, you're going to be paying more of. I don't give a damn if it's $1. That dollar to them is gonna be like $100. So once you receive these things, you'll just be looking like, I'm just saying, like maybe this is something that people that, well, I ain't, maybe people like, you know what, I ain't messing with this stuff no more. So maybe it's good that it's gone. Maybe, it'll motivate people. Not everything is bad. Just sometimes, not every situation is bad. It may, it is bad, but some good could be off in it or come out of it. Not nobody being hungry now. Fuck that shit. But I'm just saying, for the ones that's been relying on this, that know they don't really need it, they'll get their asses up and do something different. And it'll free up room for people that do need it, you know? But hey, these are the times that we live in. I know a lot of stuff is hard to accept, but there's things that can be done. But are we going to do it? It's the real question. There's things that most definitely can be done about things that are presented to us as people of the world that we run, really. But I mean, if nobody wants to come together to do anything about it, then don't complain about it. Deal with it. That's how I feel about it. Okay? Don't complain about what the man is doing. What you gonna do about it? It's a question. It's a real question. Because something most definitely, like I said, can be done. We the people. Y'all know that, right? We the fucking people. Now, either you know or you don't. Okay. But the world is definitely a stage, and um, some things are made to be seen what they're not. Like Alice in Wonderland type shit. But I'm praying for anybody that's that was dependent and relying on this food stamps or whatever, and actually really does, need it or in need of it. But if you have not used all of your balance on your card, go make sure you go get all your stuff off of that card, because they're saying that come November 1st, it's a possibility that if you did. And I'm thinking to myself, now, it's one thing for y'all to say that nobody's going to receive their shit in November, but it's a whole nother fucking thing to say that the shit that they done already received, they not going to be able to spend if they don't get it off their card. So y'all going to take it? Man, I hope everybody knows that. That if you, I mean, I would hope that if you receive it, that you've been reading up on what all, what's going on with it or whatever, not just sitting around waiting for them to send you nothing, that you actually are checking into what's going on here. And yes, my heart goes out to the people that got, the government shutdown, that's, not on their jobs and stuff too, Times is hard. And even people that got money don't mean nothing. That don't mean that they ain't got problems, that they ain't got something that's going on. Don't mean that they not struggling. Shit. So, that's another thing. People that is done, got laid off and then, due to the government shutdown or whatever, they have to worry about how they gonna feed they family too. Just because they may work for the government don't mean that they got money saved up. That don't mean that. You can't don't automatically assume shit just because you see some shit. Don't mean that that's what it is. So, they also got to make sure that they are able to take care of their households as well. So it's just a whole shit show around here. I told you I hate watching the news, but I know the news is informative in some areas, some things. But hey, this one right here is going to definitely hit hard if nothing doesn't happen before the 1st. But like I said, it could be just to see what the reaction of the people is, to see how and what's going to happen, what's going to go down, how this crime rate is going to go up in these cities, huh? How many places is going to get? I hope it doesn't come to that, but we have seen over time that it has definitely came to that a lot of times. What they call it, I'm trying to get the damn word out my mouth, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Riding and the other word, shit. when they go in there stealing and all of that type stuff or whatever, you know. But hey, you know, people will say, well, this is what people have been pushed to because now they're not going to be able to eat. So what did you think they were going to do? Hmm? Did you think they were just going to starve? No. Hold your purses and shit. Your wallet's close to your side. I'm not saying that people are gonna be on that shit, but yeah, people are gonna be on that shit. Most definitely so. Okay, whether that is what it is or not, whether it's just a scare tactic to see what's gonna happen or how it's gonna happen, or let's just say this could be, hey, maybe your attention is where it shouldn't be. Maybe it should be somewhere else. Maybe it's not just the food stamps or the cutting of the or the questionable cutting of the special education. Maybe we're being redirected here when we should be somewhere else. You never know these days. I mean, or never any day. It could be something bigger happening other than this shit right here. But I guess once this clears, then we'll find out what it could be, or we never will know. I mean, they do shit like this all the time. Distractions, you know. It's called distractions. Shit like that. So let's just see if we can get all of their attention over here to where we're not gonna feed them. We can get over here and do what the fuck we need to do while they're preoccupied with the fact that they're not gonna be having no food come next month. Hmm. Like I said, you just have to, I just hope that everything works out, and it will. I don't believe that nobody's going to be hungry. I believe that everybody's going to get fed. I believe so. I heard something. Don't quote me if you know what I'm talking about. They said that Trump just paid out like 25 something billion, a million or something dollars somewhere else that's not here in the United States. So there you have it. Where's the money for the Americans? I thought we was land of the free, land of the brave, and all of that shit. What happened? You know, I'm just saying, how do we suffer? How we suffer the most out of everybody, and everybody else just get their shit, but we don't get shit. We don't get nothing. Because if we did, would nobody be going hungry? If I mean, I'm just saying, would nobody be going hungry? This wouldn't even be a topic of conversation. This would not be a conversation we would be having at this moment. But I think that before that time come, that things will turn around. Maybe, maybe not. I just hope that nobody's sitting around wondering what they gonna do and how they gonna do it and actually do something. And that's just being real, you know. I hope nobody's really stressing themselves out over this shit. They had been talking about this whole time. That Project 2025 shit. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. You either get on board or you don't. If you say, oh, they not gonna, you got people, a lot of people to just be dumb, be saying, oh, they not gonna ever do that. You don't know what these people would do or what they won't do. So that's why you have to make sure you do what you have to do. And just in case something like that happens, don't ever put your life in somebody else's hand to where you have to depend solely and not make sure that you at least have something to fall back on and have something to do if something like that were to happen. I mean, it's only going to get worse from here. So now that people have experienced this, or nobody has experienced anything yet, okay? So once November approaches, and this is really sad, like the month right before Christmas or whatever, you know. But hey, No, I'm not gonna say that it's really sad the month before. Like, why am I saying that? No, I'm not gonna say that because that's just one damn day. That's just one. These are one day situations. What about the other days? Like I said, people have to eat every day, not just on that particular day, not just on Thanksgiving. They have to eat every day. The kids definitely need to eat every day. So, like I said, if it's anybody that's able to get up, get out, and get something for yourself, that's what you're just gonna have to do. Make sure your baby stay fed. Make sure they don't go hungry because you ain't receiving no eating better today card to go swipe. The fuck? Don't get mad at him. Get mad at yourself if your kids don't eat. The hell? I'm just saying. The only thing I would be mad at is that my mother, my grandmother, my great aunt, or some shit, something like that. Somebody elderly in my family depending on that, and they upset about it. Well, what am I gonna do? You ain't got to worry about it. You ain't got to do nothing because you gonna eat. The same thing with anybody that's not able-bodied and they can't get up and go get no job to go work. You got caregivers. I'm a caregiver of my sons. Have always been, and I am, and always will be. But you have caregivers that can't get up and go work, that can't because their legs may be messed up. I'm talking about older people that are caregivers of whether they be their parents, of their grandkids, or whoever. It's fucked up for them. So it does put people in a lot of situations. And, if this were to occur and actually happen, or when it does happen, because like I said, we're still in the month of October. So it has nothing. We see what they're saying. We see what they're saying is going to happen, but we have not experienced it yet. So it's still some time left. Like I said, it could just be a situation to see where people's minds are at, see how people are going to start riding, to see how much of the crime rate is going to raise in all of these different places and shit like that. Yeah, things are done for a reason. Nothing's not done for nothing at all. And if you can get everybody in an uproar and make people feel some type of way about what you saying you going to take from them, wait for it. It's a cause and effect for everything. I just hope it don't get too bad and too bloody. That's all I'm saying. So if that actually does happen, make sure when you go outside that you are safe. Make sure you ain't going out at night. Make sure you make all your rounds or whatever you need to do at a decent time, and stay out the fucking way. Cause it's gonna be somebody that's they shit. If they don't get that shit, it's gonna definitely be some it's gonna be some shit happening, man. It really is. It's gonna really go down. This shit has never happened before, and it's happening now. Only God knows what's gonna happen from here if this shit actually really does happen. And God forgive me, because I didn't mean to say that all in the same sense. But listen, I'm just saying. Only God knows what's gonna happen from here. We do not know. And if this does happen, it's gonna be a lot of crime. The crime rate in every state is gonna go up drastically. And guess what? That gives them more patience and it gives them more and I'm not laughing, but it gives them more people to go to the hospital when this shit happens. People are definitely going to go and start vandalizing and rioting and all types of stuff like that. It's not going to be good. People worried about their mothers or their grandmothers and shit like that, and it's not going to be a good situation. People going to get knocked over the head, and it's going to be some purse snatching and all types of shit. I hope not, but yes, it is. Let's just be real. This shit is not. It's not good. If this does really happen, it's gonna get really bad. People don't really have to watch over their motherfucking shoulders, like for real. I only advise you to take out what you need to take out. meaning that whatever you know that you finna go do, make sure you only have the money for what you gonna go do, and that's it. That's all. Don't have it open. Lock your shit up. Keep your shit locked up. Don't keep your shit unlocked. Make sure after every purchase you lock your shit up after every goddamn purchase. I'm just saying, cause it's gonna get ugly. Not just ugly, fucking ugly around here. It really is. Girl, why did I think my comments had stopped and y'all all up in here talking to me and I feel stupid because I wasn't literally looking at my thing? But anyways, yes, it's gonna get bad, y'all. Hey, y'all. What's up? What's up? Who else in here I didn't even say hi to because, honey, I didn't scroll down. Hold on. Hey, Sunrose. Hey, girl. What's going on? Will the father step up, honey? If they ain't stepped up by now, honey, I hope they kids not receiving no food stamps make they sorry asses stepped up. They sorry asses should have been stepping up. Then, shit. Hell, what the fuck they gonna step up for now because the food stamps getting turned off? They should have been stepping up when the food stamps was on. Hell, I would think so. Hi, Churchill, how you doing? Hi, how are you doing? I'm doing good. I can remember back in the old, very different 85, 86, 87, 88, a good year to grow up. But yeah, I'm sure it was. But now it's, yeah, y'all know what? I was just sitting up here thinking, man, listen. Okay, just follow me. Okay, I'm 38. So the people before me, meaning like, I'm an 80s baby. People that's before me, like 70s, like, you know, like, I'm just thinking to myself, like, they might have had something really different, especially I know in the 90s, the 90s was something special. There's something special about the 90s. I just can't explain it. It was just it was just so wonderful in the 90s, honey. It wasn't until we got into these 2000s, honey, I just was like, you know what? In the beginning, it was all right. Besides the world, the whole world was going to end bullshit. The whole 2K shit. But now it's just like, oh my, I can't even have words for what it is like now. I can't explain it. It's just, it's no words for this shit out here. It's not. AI is taking over, y'all. It's taking over so much to the point to where it's just like some people are not even realizing the difference between AI videos and real videos, and that shit is scary as fuck to me because really and truly, y'all just don't even majority of motherfuckers don't even be knowing some of the shit that you be seeing that you think that you are actually seeing is not real any fucking way. I mean, let's just be real. It be real like I don't know if y'all seen when Kobe passed away that they had like some kind of like they done had holograms of Tupac, Whitney, you name it. I think Selena, they done had holograms and shit like that. These things, the technology that we don't know or can't get a hold to be so cold, honey, you be thinking that you actually really looking at the real person and you ain't. And you're not. You think that you really looking at that person in physical form. No, the fuck you don't be looking at them. You be looking at something that you think you looking at, but don't be looking at nothing. I mean, like these AI videos, I mean, like they are everywhere. I mean, and they crazy as hell. And I just be like, hell no. Mm-mm. I just can't. Like, it's getting crazy. The problem is they are laying on their backs instead of going and filling up these jobs, training schools. I can't either. No internet. Let's see. The other 90s were the best, honey. I mean, the 90s was just like, the 90s just make you smile. The 90s just make you feel good. It just brings a real nice smile to your face. I mean, I believe like everybody was loving, everybody was cool. It was really like good back in the 90s. I mean, like, damn, nothing can replace the fucking 90s. I don't care. The 90s was dope. Okay. I remember when in Oklahoma City, I remember when gas was 96 cents, y'all. I wasn't driving. Was I driving? No. Was it? No. I remember when gas was $1 and some change, y'all. I remember I remember it just used to be so fun back in the 90s. It really was. It was a good time. It really was. You know, hmm. It was really a good thing. It was a good time back then. But now it's just like, what the hell? The newer kids are, I don't even know what to say they are. I don't even know what to say about them. I have no words. I have zero. It's I just like everything around us is not nothing like we are used to or what we used to know. I mean, I understand with time things change. Nothing's supposed to remain the same. Change is good, depending on yeah, change is good. hmm But boy, I'm afraid for us though. Shit, like I be telling y'all, times have changed, and I don't know if they done changed. They don't even change for the good either, because it's a lot of people that's wanting to be more. Listen, these kids out here wanting to be social media influencers and things like that. They don't want to be doctors and lawyers and police officers and firefighters and stuff like that. I'm not saying that. Being on the internet is not a good thing, because it's an excellent thing. It's a wonderful thing. Hell, I'm on this bitch. So, I'm not going to say that. But what I'm saying is that what are we gonna do if everybody wants to be on the internet? I hope they like okay, cool, be on the internet, but also go to school and be like a police officer, a lawyer. Be something that we need. Go be a nurse. Something like that. You know, but everybody wants to pick up a camera and vlog and do this. OnlyFans is gonna blow up now. It might blow up Melody. You know, I'm just saying, like, it's nothing wrong with it, but I encourage kids to want to do more. I encourage kids to want to go to school and do something. And if you want to do this too, then that's fine. And incorporate, put it off into your schedule as far, you can mix both of them. But don't, if everybody wants to be on the internet, then well, who we gonna have as? Oh my God. Are we gonna have anybody working in the hospitals and at the police departments? The fire? We gonna have any firefighters? Are we gonna have any people that we need? That we need? And if they, I'm just saying, man. Your son's future wife is a nurse. I know that's right, honey. Speak that and I speak that. Manifest that. Amen, Kelly. She said my son's future wife. Oh, I released him to her at 24 and it was hard. Oh, your baby still love you. It's okay. Yeah, your baby still love you. Let that young man go be a man, Kelly. I know it. I love my boys too, honey. Imagine without social media. To be honest with you, Mama Boo, that wouldn't be a bad thing. I think that if it wasn't that people will talk to each other more instead of using memes and shit on Facebook or on Instagram, on TikTok to talk to each other and shit, it's really weird and retarded. But hey, it is what it is. What's your prediction? Jasmine doesn't seem worried. She said she has 400 on her car. She better go spend it. She better go spend it. That's if okay. Well, Sunrose, she better go spend it because they said that. Listen, Sunrose, they said that if they don't use it, they're gonna lose it. Okay. On the first, it's not a guarantee that the remaining balance that's on their car will be there. So if she has $400 on there, why the hell is she ain't going to go get her some damn food? She better go get her some food and stop playing. And hell, $400 is like $40. It's like $40, honey. So she's not seem to be worried at some Rose. You want to know why? Because you know what Jasmine's going to do. You already know what Jasmine's going to do. Jasmine's going to get on here and, oh, you guys, I'm so overwhelmed. My anxiety is so up the roof. I don't know what I'm going to do, you guys. like you been doing. You been door dashing. You say you got a job that you go into every so often, so she'll be okay. Maybe that's why she's not tripping out. As far as Nika go, honey, I ain't been over there and I don't know how long, baby. I gotta go over there and see what Big Bo over there doing. Strong mommy Christy, honey, she got her little doctor bay. She should be okay. Liv, girl, she got Joey, Jimmy, Johnny, Louie, Lenny, Larry, Kenny. She'll be all right. Now, who else you say? And Peaches, that lady got a husband and 9 kids. She gonna scam. So she'll be all right, allegedly. Hey, Jasmine better stop playing. Jasmine already knew that this shit. Jasmine, I don't think you guys stop thinking what you don't think could happen. Stop saying stuff like that. You don't know what could happen because you don't have no control of what can or what can happen or what don't happen. So don't say that. That shit sound crazy. Jasmine over there full of it, honey. Oh, you cried like a year when your son left. I'm sure y'all's baby boys come back and see y'all. Y'all know them boys love y'all. She said, released him. That is funny, Melody, ain't it? She said, I released my son. She said, I released him. I released him to her at 24 and it was hard. Kelly, that your son loves you. And that's what's up. That his son is going to be that his future wife is going to be a nurse. God bless her, honey. Oh, he does? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You think girl, she over there calling those women old ass ladies and she looking like an old ass lady her damn self. I said, bitch, let me tell you something. You have the nerve to be talking about somebody being old, bitch. You want to listen here. I'm not going to ever talk about nobody being old because I want to get old. I want to, bitch. She over there calling those women over there, you old bitches. And she looking like one. She looking like an old bitch her damn self. I said, I know you ain't over there talking about nobody with them raggedy ass push balls you got on your head, talking about you hoes. No, you the only one, honey. I don't understand how come somebody thinks that just because all of everybody around you ain't shit and you was brought and raised up like that, honey, you need to stop trying to say that everybody is like that or lived like that or was subjected to the shit that you was subjected to or had a mama like your mama or had a grandmama like your grandmama. Because, girl, no the fuck, I did not. You fucking weirdo. I need that child, that little girl, because she over there messing with her mama again. Her mama, I don't know what's wrong with her mama. She disrespects the hell out of her mama on this internet. Any chance that she get when Wood is cheating, when Wood is putting his wood up in another Virginia, she gets on here and target her mama. Bitch, I wish the fuck I would get on here and target my mama for something a nigga's doing to me. Oh, nah, he will be the one to get it. My mama wouldn't have nothing to do with it. Anytime that Wood is doing something that he shouldn't be doing or making her feel some type of way, the first thing that she comes doing targets Tracy and Tracy's stupid ass. Since she don't mind her daughter being disrespectful, oh well. Tracy's stupid ass is over there. Oh, they jealous of my daughter. Jealous of your stupid ass daughter for what? Because she gets on here disrespecting you, telling us about how your daddy fed you grapes. I think that's blatantly disrespectful. I think that she needs to be checked into a mental institute because who gets on here and talks about their mama like that? Who gets on here and talk about, I stopped talking to my mama. I made a decision to stop talking to my mama, but won't stop talking to bitch. You made a decision to stop talking to your mama, but you keep talking about your mama. Go see her. Go to her house. Go give her a hug. Bitch, go give her a kiss. Because nobody that says that they don't, if you say you have no content with a person, when you say you have no contact with a person, that means you keep your fucking mouth off of them. If I say I don't want to deal with my mama, that's my choice. But I'm not finna keep talking about her. I wouldn't give a fuck if she's talking about me. Because when you say you go no contact with family members, that's exactly what that is. No contact, meaning you don't talk about them. If they talking about you, let them motherfuckers talk. Because they going to talk amongst themselves. They ain't going to say shit to you because they know better. But she's ignorant as hell. She'll get on her and target her mama. Talking about, I came from this mess. You look a mess. You won't talk about your mom and her trauma, but you won't talk about Wood fucking his sister. And you had babies with him. That lady got a husband and 9 kids with Wood that fucked his sister. You said it, not me. But you want to go here and talk about everybody else's trauma, but you won't talk about that fool in your house that slept with his sister? You said it, not me. You've been deflected from that. Why you won't get on here and dissect what I'm saying about you saying that your husband slept with his sister, but you want to get on and talk about how you came from a mess. You sound a mess, you look a mess, and you are a mess. And you be hiding from your kids that you swear you love so dearly. But dummy, you hide from them. You say you don't like nobody's kids but your own. You don't like your own kids either, bitch. You don't like them either. You don't like your own kids. Who has twins or who has babies and every time you turn around, bitch, you ain't with them? That ain't no real mother shit, bitch. You leaving your babies that you just pushed out of you with their daddy. Bitch, they don't have no bond with you. They have more, all of your kids have more of a bond with their daddy than you. He's their mama and their daddy, bitch, you just a deadbeat. Trying to make yourself seem something more of what you're not. She's the person that wants to make herself seem like she's a great parent, but bitch, you a bad one. The fuck? The same thing you call your mama. Getting on her targeting your mama because that fool cheating on you. Take it out on him. Put it on him. You want to talk about you came from this mess, but hell, you got 9 of them that came from your husband, stupid. Over there calling them women, oh, you old bitches. I said, I know you ain't. How you gonna be a life coach but can't coach your own shit? What's wrong with you, bitch? That's crazy. I done made all of these people this and that, but you can't make your husband do shit to help you. Yeah, my husband don't pay no bills. Yeah, he don't pay no rent, but I do. Bitch, I would never tell nobody no shit like that. Get on her talking about those little black bags. She gonna need them. Mm. Don't let somebody like Peach fool you. Peach sit up there and talk all of that shit that she be talking, saying all the things that she be saying. If anybody was really happy with what they say that they have, they wouldn't look like Peaches. That's not somebody that's giving happy to me. That's giving somebody that's very fucking miserable, delusional, and something wrong with that bitch. Okay, that's what you have to know. Money does fixes problems that pertains to money. But internal issues and shit like that, oh, we don't change no shit like that. That's why something wrong with her. She said, when I say you bitches, you pussy assholes got a poor mind, y'all poor, I don't mean by y'all's money. I'm talking about y'all's mind. Bitch, you are the last person to be talking about somebody having a poor mindset, bitch, when yours is ghetto. A person that can get money but can't keep it, bitch, is beyond me. A bitch that can scream she got a big bank, but can't keep a roof over her 9 kids' head is beyond me. But you talk about a bitch that's living off of assistance, that's living better than you, and you say you getting it, is beyond me. That's crazy. You can't say you got a big bank, but you be broke. And you can't keep the money that you get. As soon as you get it, you have to go withdraw out the bank because you don't want IRS to get your ass, huh? I mean, like, be very clear. You say y'all think she having a break, girl? That bitch been having a break now. That's why she gets on her and Target and say the things that she say. She likes to race bait people, talking about black people when she's black. Don't sit up there and say, oh, I experienced the good side of things when I was around white people. I said, oh, really? The same ones that gave your kids those black bags, huh? Ain't that some shit? Well, whoop-de fucking do. Huh, dummy. Y'all have to understand a person that will do anything. That girl is willing to do and say anything to go viral. Just it doesn't matter what it is. People like that, it's something wrong with them. I'm not willing to say or do any motherfucking thing to get me nowhere. I'm gonna be where I'm at until I can get where I'm going. How about that, honey? Just know I'm gonna get where I'm going, no matter how long it take me. I'ma get there. But she got some nerve over there talking all reckless and shit. I mean, talking real like she just have it all together, honey. Don't nobody have it all together. Even if you think you do, I'm pretty sure some areas where you lack, where you might need a little bit of help. Yeah, that girl needs a whole new brain. I've never seen no woman attack their mama. I mean, attack their mama, the one that gave them life so they could suck on that wood that they been sucking on over there. Yeah, the wood that you been sucking on. If it wasn't for Tracy, you wouldn't have that wood in your mouth. You disrespectful cunt. That shit is not play. It's not cute. I don't give a fuck. Then people over there telling you, oh, she's healing. What kind of healing is that? Huh? That's hurting. That's no such thing as healing over there. That's some hurting shit over there. Because when you say that you have escaped away from the people that have hurt you, bitch, right? When you say you have escaped from them, you stay away from them. You don't talk about them, especially on your platform, right? Just keep it real with yourself. You are longing for your family, dude. And instead of your dumb ass letting that be known that that's what the fuck you want, you are act like a little kid. You like that little girl, that little bitch that you say that you were. That's who you are still now. You are everything that they say you were. You live up to it every single day. I want you to know that. You are not turning no leaf. The leaf is still the same way it was given to you, bitch. It's still there. You have to realize 9 children or more than 3. And you're the only one out of your family, meaning your mama's kids, are the only one that's on here showing your ass about what your mama did to you or what she didn't do. It's only you. Now, when you came out at first and told us about it, okay, I could sympathize with some shit or feel sorry for you. But when you try to take that and use that as a weapon, bitch, you need to grow the fuck up. Yes, you do. And yes, the fuck you do. You need to grow up. Because whatever Tracy didn't do, what she did do, it's over with. And if Tracy don't want to take any type of accountability for what you say she did, she don't have to. But you can say, you know what? Fine. Then I'm good. I'll love you over there and I'm gonna stay over here. And I ain't gonna, it is what it is. I know there's people say all the time, you only get one mother. And like you said, yes, you only get one fucking daughter too. The same way people want people to respect, the same way a person will say that you need to respect your mother. Yes, you do. You most definitely do. But what does the Bible say? The Bible say that, if you disrespect your parents, you won't live out your days. But you're not supposed to provoke your children either. It says that as well. So the same way that it's supposed to be a respect thing, the parents should respect their child the same way they want their child to respect them. Period. You shouldn't have your child thinking that they have to respect you because of who you are. If you do them because you're teaching your child, I can do and say to you anything because I'm your mother or I'm your father. So you have to accept it because of who I am. No, you know. But what I'm saying to you is this. If you say that you want to cut ties with your mom, you cut ties with her. If you're going to love her from a distance, love her from a distance. But when you get on here and you voluntarily tell your mama's traumatic experiences that are not yours, bitch, fuck you. That's wild. That's taking it too far. And you too hurt and you need to go get you some help. Me and my mom, I love her. I love my mama. I would never try to replace my mama. I look just like her. Me and my mom have had situations back in the day, even some current. But one thing I would never do is get on my platform and disrespect my mama in any way, shape, or form. I don't give a fuck what she do or what she say. One thing that I'm not going to do, because that's not going to do nothing good for me. That's not going to be any good for me. Teachers is hurt. She's not healing. She's nowhere near healing. That bitch is hurt. That's not healing when you keep talking about something that happened. If you're not talking about this situation to help other people and you're talking about this situation to taunt people, you should be ashamed of yourself. Taunting your mama with something that happened to her as a child publicly, bitch, just wait for Gorgeous to get older. We gonna see what happened. Since you let her walk around. I'm not saying anything happened, but I'm just saying, you have to understand, you have 9 children over there. They could sing like a canary and bitch on your ass over there. And then she's so fucking pathetic. You know what this trifling ass bitch said? She knows that she knows that she's inflicting trauma on her children, but she's gonna apologize, it unlike her mother. So that's gonna make her better than Tracy. Nah, bitch, that actually makes you worse. Because knowing that you say you experience what you experience and allow your kids to go through some shit like that, and then say that you're going to be the better woman or the better mother because you're actually not going to gaslight your kids. You're actually going to say, yeah, I did do that. And you know you did it intentionally. Bitch, fuck you too. What kind of shit is that? What kind of woman has a daughter with 8 boys? And you never see this girl, never see her. She only goes and get Gorgeous and have content with Gorgeous when somebody say something about how come she don't never be with Gorgeous. I will always be with my only daughter. If I had all of them damn boys, I would not ever leave my only daughter with all of them damn boys like that. I'm not saying it's a problem, them was her brothers, but what is we doing? She lets that little girl walk around with her shirt off, topless, like she's a boy. Like her brothers. No, ma'am. She's a girl, and she's the only girl at that. Deborah was on live the other day, y'all. Choice was in the background, y'all. Honey. Choice is in the background, y'all. Choice is in the background screaming at the top of his damn lungs. Y'all know what? She don't ever say anything about that boy having no type of services, no type of speech therapy, no type of occupational therapy, no type of behavioral therapy, nothing. And when we see her saying she taking the kids to Silver Center, where's Choice at? What the fuck? I don't never see or hear her say anything about him receiving any type of services. Nothing. My children, they receive services at school and outside of school every fucking Thursday. So I'm trying to figure this out. Like, girl, she's a person that will actually she's going to show you what she feels that you want to see. Those kids are struggling for their mama. Those kids are in dire need of a relationship with their mama. She don't have a relationship or bond with those kids. She don't. She does not. Anything that she does with those kids, they occupy with other shit. You get what I'm saying? Taking your kids to Disney World, they occupy with the rides and the things they see in front of them. You ain't spending no time with, you spending time with them, but come on, dude. That lady has so much content off in that house with all of those kids. She stays away, far away from them. You want to know why? She's embarrassed by them. She knows that they're not up to where she wants them to be. But them is your kids, though. You get on here and tell everybody that your kids can't read, bitch. You should be ashamed of yourself. Instead of you telling everybody they couldn't read, you should have just put them off in the center, get them the tutoring that they needed, and just let that be that, dude. My kids can't read, and you can't either, and Wood can't either, unless he's reading to go meet his girlfriend on Friday. Now, girl, boy, just. Never see her with the twins. Like, you just had those twins. You would think that a mother, like any baby that you have, I'm used to women being with their babies. That broad would have the babies, and the next thing you know, I got to go back to work. But, huh? I understand, yeah, a lot of women have to go back to work. But, ma'am, you don't think you need to bond with those babies that you just had? Those babies came out of you, and they looking for you, but they with Wood. All of those babies that she done had. It's always with him. And it's not a bad thing. That's their daddy. But damn, bitch, you are the mama. Where is you at? Really and truly, homegirl was embarrassed by a baby. She was embarrassed by a baby. Was it A? She was always with one baby more than the other one. And it was the one that looked just like her that she always would stay away from. Because I think he's the one that has the most, he had the one that had the most complications. He's the one that had to stay more in the NICU. I don't know. It's something about these women having these babies, and then all of a sudden when they have them, it's just like they just throw them away. Like, bitch, listen here. No, I bonded with both of my babies, girl. What the fuck? They clingy as hell. Especially that last one, honey. I shake him left, he shaking left with me. Okay? And Tristan's just gonna come when he get ready. But I'm just saying, like, how you not bond with your babies? Like, girl, I don't know what kind of mommies y'all are, but honey, I'll actually, bitch, what? Them babies, and I don't know, phenomenal, Lord Jesus. Honey, I don't know. I just hope she get it together. Cause I don't know what's going on. Like, stop staying away from your babies. You be hiding from, like, she really stays away from them and calls what I have to work. Girl, your kids need you though. They over there struggling and shit. Would be sleep like a motherfucker. You don't be keeping no goddamn kids. That's why when CPS come knocking at your door, the shit be filthy as hell up in them. I understand the lived-in house. You got kids, but honey, I also understand the lived-in house is not filthy or dirty. Oh yeah. It does not matter how many fucking kids you got. That doesn't mean just because you got 20 kids that your house is gonna be dirty. So that miss me with that. We're not gonna say, oh, she got 20 kids. That's why her house be dirty. No. No, ma'am. Because hell, somebody out of them 20 kids or shit, at least 10 of them better be cleaning up. Shit. But she gets these babies, y'all, and it's like she have them and it's for fun, or I've never seen anything like it. It's weird. Like, bitch, what is you doing? Like, he's a drunk. And he be in that bed knocked out. And girl, stop getting on here lying about what y'all don't be doing. Y'all grown. Girl, don't nobody give a shit about your husband being an alcoholic. Don't nobody care. You don't have to keep on. And another thing, Peaches, I want to tell you something, sweetheart, because ain't nobody telling you this, but you sit up here and give this man all of these praises, but and then you get on there on his channel and you give your own self praises and play like it's him, bitch. Listen, I'm telling you, ma'am, I would not do anything of a fucking sort. A man that don't show me that type of love, I would not ever give that type of love publicly at all. I promise you I wouldn't. You look like a fool. Okay, you gonna hear talking about I love this man. He just so good. I love him. We ain't never heard Will say. I'm not saying that he have to say it, but honey, I'm just saying, bitch, you be over the top with it. Words of love that we know it's not the same. Because I love that man more than I love myself, bitch. I ain't never said no shit like that. I ain't never quoted no shit like, oh, I don't even. Girl, the words coming out of my mouth just taste nasty. What the fuck you mean? I never loved a man more than I love. I ain't never loved no man other than I love myself. What? You crazy? Yeah, she's a fool. She's an idiot. A damn idiot. Because you shouldn't love no man more than you love yourself. You should love God, though. And I wouldn't be proudly sitting up here talking about what my husband don't do. That makes you look foolish, especially when you sit up here talking about, I'm trying to get you pussy ass hoes together. Like, how could you get some pussy ass hoe together when you a pussy ass hoe with a man in your house with 9 kids and you have to be the man in the relationship? Now, I understand what works for people was because what works for us is what works for us. I understand what works for people is what works for them. But honey, girl, hold on now. Listen here and listen. Uh, what the fuck is he gonna retire on? Um, what social security? Oh, never mind. I forgot he already get it. Damn it. Fuck. Ain't that about a bitch? But girl, like seriously, at some point, like on some real shit, cause honey, not even just me talking to you, honey. I'm 38. I gotta figure some shit out. I got a lot to figure out myself. Okay. And that's just on some real ass shit. But yeah, like what is you doing? Like social media, just like they cut off them stamps, they can cut off the social media too. Yes, they can. And then what? She's gonna be a pussy asshole like the pussy asshole she be talking to referring to. You gonna have to go and step. You gonna have to go into the line and get you something. You gonna have to go ask what's her name? What was that lady's name that you kept fucking with? You gonna have to go ask her for them little black bags, girl. Shame on you trying to talk down on those black bags, but you wouldn't even show your whole pantry, bitch, because you had nothing but noodles on the other side, girl. All of that processed ass shit, and then not only that, Peaches. Listen here. Not only that. Hold on. Let me clear this. Okay. But hold on. Not only that, honey, you had all of that processed shit off in that goddamn pantry. You gonna talk about what's in that goddamn black bag, and you have nothing but high sodium all up and through the pantry. You wouldn't show that other side of the pantry to save your life. Talking about that lady. No. That lady was showing old clips of old shit. That's what that lady was doing. And what's understood don't have to be explained. You're so foolish. All of those different videos that you did talking about how you feed your kids, but they walking around looking like I don't know what's going on around here. Got the nerve to be talking about something. I feed my kids, do you? Well, good for you. I hope you do. You're supposed to feed them. What you want? Stupid. Like this girl is crazy, man. I hope she go get the help that she need because she's in dire need of some help. I don't want to see a psychiatrist. I don't need to go see another one right now. But damn. And I need to get my medicine. But anyways, because listen here, bitch, you need to get it together. And you do need to go see a psychiatrist because something's really wrong with you. If the things that happened between you and Tracy, honey, was a problem for you, you need to go see a psychiatrist. Because, honey, at your grown ass age, at some point, that whole little trauma, childhood trauma that you experienced, I'm not going to ever tell nobody to get over their trauma that they experienced because that's not my place. But, bitch, I'm going to tell you at some age, though, at some point, it's either you go seek the help that you need for what you're feeling or shut the fuck up. Okay? Period. Nobody wants to keep hearing it. I don't. I don't give a damn. If you're not gonna deal with your mama, that's your prerogative, ma'am. Leave her the fuck alone though. Because the same way you out here targeting your mama, disrespecting her, remember you got 9 of them that could disrespect you one day. If they make it. Keep that shit in mind while you telling people that you don't care about their son dying. Okay? All right. And also, the same way that you don't give a fuck about shit, bitch, we don't give a fuck about you getting banned from TikTok. We don't give a fuck about nothing that you go through or what you're experiencing, especially when you get evicted. Okay? Just so we're clear. So you can get the same type of treatment that you're dishing, because that's what you need to get. We don't give a fuck. So any type of things that you go, when you find another condom off in Wood's truck, bitch, keep it to yourself. As a matter of fact, bitch, swallow it. Eat it. We don't care. Okay. Because the way you've been getting on here, man, and she comes here. So that's why when I be talking to you, when I'm talking to them, they be here. So they come and visit me. Let me tell you something. You're looking very she says that she has let me tell y'all what Peaches said about what she's done did in the mommy sector. She says she has surpassed all of these bitches, and she called y'all some bitches. She said she's done surpassed all of you bitches in the mommy sector, that y'all can't fuck with her. And I said, oh, really? That's interesting. Because y'all all have something in common, honey. I don't know what you're talking about. And I don't know what makes you better at all. Because you're very stupid. She just as stupid as she is intelligent. I will say that, because she's not, she does have something that she can offer. But that shit that she be trying to, the other shit that she be trying to do, being a life coach. No, you need to go see a life coach. Yes, you do. And yes, you do. You say you watch Love Dorsey does not act like that. No, she doesn't. And no, she does not. So if you want to call yourself picking pieces of different people's personalities to fit yours, then I'm gonna need you to come correct, because that's not it. Okay. A woman that calls herself phenomenal would never ever be out here in public. What's up, Courtney? Would never ever be out here in public doing the things that you be doing to embarrass themselves and their children. Never. That's not no phenomenal ass shit. A woman that has a dress on wouldn't be in front of Verizon with her ass tooted up in the fucking air with the wind blowing her dress above her fucking head. There's not shit phenomenal about that. Nothing. A woman that can get money but can't keep no money and don't own shit to show for the money that she makes, ain't shit phenomenal about that shit either. So you can get on here and call somebody broke and say how much more that you have of them, but you don't have shit to show for it. So bitch, you just about as broke as the bitch you talking about that's broke. Let's just be very clear. You say that you don't talk about people being poor as in the pockets. You talking about people being poor in the mindset, bitch. You have a poor ghetto mentality because you have came through and money have ran through your hand, and bitch, you don't have shit to show for it. But that lady got a husband and 9 kids. That's it. That's all, folks. That's not nothing I'm sorry, ma'am. You need to get your shit together. There's nothing phenomenal about that either. So if you're going to call yourself something, live up to the name that you call yourself. Because if you were so phenomenal, you wouldn't get on here putting down the very same people that helped your ass get to where the fuck you at right now. You know, those same people that you call pussy assholes and broke. Remember, you was a pussy asshole and you was broke when you got on here. Remember? That lady was on here teaching people how to utilize their food stamps and how to get over, under, and through the government. But now you think since you sitting up on a high pedestal that the legs can't be kicked from beneath that bitch and your ass fall on that pelican ass nose and those piano teeth you got in your mouth, huh? Get it together, man. How you gonna call somebody broke, but you can't even put your husband on the lease, bitch? Ha ha. You can't put your husband on the lease. How phenomenal is that? You have to lie about the people that reside in your fucking place, bitch. Hey, Lisa. You have to lie about the people that reside in your house because you can't even put everybody on the lease because there's too many of y'all. That's what got kicked you out your last place, right? Everybody wasn't accounted for. Plus, you was just doing too much. You know, you have that entitlement behavior. I don't know why you feel like you so entitled, but you ain't entitled to shit. She has this sense of entitlement, like she's supposed to have and supposed to get, and if not, then what? What phenomenal woman wants to go off into the library and be making all that damn noise where it's supposed to be quiet at, where people are trying to do homework or whatever, do their business, whatever? She's weird. That's not normal ass behavior. That shit is weird behavior. She can't buy a house, taxes. Okay, that's what that is, honey. I believe you because she's not reporting that shit. And what people fail to realize is this: if you got a Cash App and you are receiving a certain amount on your Cash App, it does not fucking matter if you don't report it. They're going to report that shit to IRS. So if you putting in some other shit or whatever, just know that if you reach a certain limit on your Cash App, that shit is being reported. It's like anything that you're supposed to report, that shit is being reported. I forgot what certain amount it is that you make on Cash App that they'll start reporting that shit or whatever the case may be. But yeah, when you start reading certain amounts on your Cash App, that shit will be reported, whether you report it or not. If you don't know, you know now, because it most definitely will be reported. She does things under the table, over the table, in the middle of the table because she knows what her situation is. She has not ever, not once told these people. She could tell them how to be a content creator, but if you making all of this money that you claim you making, like a motherfucker saying they making $75,000 in 3 months or what she say or some shit like that, how are you paying your taxes with all of this shit? That would be something that would be worth for somebody knowing how you paying your taxes with all the money that you obtaining. That girl is gonna end up being locked up for tax evasion. Yes, because she's not. What taxes? Yeah. What? Who is she? What is she filing? See, she think that she's slick, and she thinking that by her trying to do, that's why she does and says anything to try to go viral. Because I believe that she knows that she's really into some type of situation, and I guess she thinking by having some money that's gonna get her ass up out of it. I don't know, but hell, it ain't got her up out of yet. They gonna find out. They probably already know, just waiting to come get her ass. You don't know. We don't know, honey. See, people, like I said, when people think they getting over, you ain't getting over on nobody. You ain't you could think what you want to think all day long, but that don't mean shit. You could think that you getting over on something, but when they come sending you something or come knocking at your damn door, then I guess you'll think otherwise. Peaches is not as clever as she thinks that she is, but for some reason, she thinks that she can get on here and talk to people the way that she talks to them, and they allow it. So, hey, I guess it is what it is. If I was an elderly woman over there or older woman over there, I would unsubscribe from that bitch's channel. I most definitely would, because who you calling an old bitch? I would have told her, let me tell you something. You are looking way older than me, and I'm older than you. Because really and truly, like for real, she needs to really cut the stress out because it's all in her face. She really does look like what she's going through. Just so you know, Peaches, with those puffs. Like, girl, get over yourself. Shit. Like for real. That shit is wild and crazy. Now, Olivia. Now, oh Lord, y'all. Olivia. So I guess she done kick Joey out the house now. She don't want to deal with him. She's not fooling with Joey. Joey's the thing of the past. He's not something that she's wanting to do anymore. He didn't make the cut. He ain't gonna make the cut. What happened? What happened, y'all? What happened with Joey? He left. Oh, I decided I heard her say, she's like, you guys, I just decided that I want to just be by, girl, shut the fuck up. You done said that many niggas ago. Many niggas, not many moons, many niggas. You said that so many times ago, ho. You gonna be saying that with Jimmy next week. Oh, you guys, I think I met my soulmate. I'm so in love. And then you're gonna be like, oh, I just think that no, you move and operate off of how people feel and think about you. You're a little girl. So people are talking about Joey being this way and that way, the same way they did Gamer Bay. And instead of you just being the dumb bitch that you really want to be for him, you're like, oh, I just think that I need to be by myself. I just think, see, this is what I'm talking about. Bringing all these different random ass men around your children because, bitch, look at you. You already talking about how you don't even want him around, but you just had another man around just last week, and now he's around, and now you don't want him around, and another clown is finna come. And you're gonna be saying the same shit next week. Oh, I decided I want to be by myself. I just think I need to be by myself. I just think if I kept my feelings to myself, then everything will, girl, shut. You can't make this shit up. Liv needs to move to Vegas and work at you ain't lying, honey. She really do need to go do something like that. Oh yeah, and about this job situation thing or whatever, whatnot. I should have a job by next week, girl. You better not be playing. Listen, on some real shit. I don't give a fuck how nice that woman may seem to you. She's doing her job, and she don't have no reason to be mean to you, so she's going to be nice. She's supposed to be. Why would she be rude? She don't have no reason to be rude to you, so she's going to be nice, and she's doing her job to assist and help you because that's what she gets paid to do. Now, but listen. Don't let that shit go over your head, homegirl. Because if the judge, fuck the nice lady that's helping you, the judge, if that judge told you that you better get your job and have your job at a certain time and you don't, you're going to jail. You're going to jail, ma'am. Okay? You're going to jail. You're going to jail. You bitches was really sitting up here waiting for me to go to jail. No, bitch, you were sitting for you to wait to go to jail. I was just encouraging it. Since that's what you wanted. Hell, I was all for it with you. I was like, hell yeah, girl, get locked up. Don't pay your child support. Girl, go on ahead. I was all for what you was for. I was all for you not paying your child support because you said you weren't going to pay it. So hell, if you wanted to get locked up, I was all for you getting locked up as well, honey. But seeming that they told you, listen here, we're not playing anymore. You're going to go get your job. You are going to go find your job. Yes, you are. And you got this certain amount of time or we're going to lock your ass up. So don't play with it, Liv. You have to really do what they tell you to do. I know that it seems like, everything is working out for you and that's good. That's fine. I'm happy for you. But you better do what they tell you to do because if you don't, your ass will get locked up. They don't give a fuck about nothing that you're talking about or what you got going on because you did when you decided to add 2 extra babies to the 3 that you already had. So it doesn't matter how nice she may seem, she's doing a job. That's her job. You better make sure you get a job. You better make sure you get a job before you get locked up, locked up, locked. Yeah, because you're going to be locked the fuck up. And Joey, Jimmy, Johnny, and whoever else is not going to be able to save you, bitch. You're just going to be locked up. Oh, yeah, Courtney. That's exactly what they trying to do so they could try to put us in on lockdown. They don't lock the kids. They already gave the kids curfew. Y'all know what the kids curfew is and things, but I don't have older kids that's going to be out in the wee hours of the mornings and shit like that. And I don't be out in the wee hours of the night. So that don't make me no difference. I don't give a shit about that. Plus, but there should be a curfew for kids that don't need to have their ass outside at a certain time anyway. So that's no problem with me. But as far as that, what you said, Courtney, hell yeah. They trying to make the crime rate gonna go up. They're gonna start rioting. They're gonna start vandalizing shit. They're gonna start snatching shit. It's gonna be a lot of burglaries, honey. You better get your shit, the artillery. You better get your shit going. Because they're gonna be on it. It's a cause and effect situation. We're gonna see what happens. Type shit. Is it starting now? I haven't looked, y'all. I'm pretty sure that it's going to start because November 1st is gonna be here in like 5 minutes. I just hope that everybody that I'm talking to, that y'all be safe. That's all I can ask for you to be safe. Watch your surroundings. Don't be trying to save nobody that they tell you they need to be saving because they might be lying. They might be trying to snatch your purse. I don't know. Just be mindful of these things. They are using children and elderly people to try to lure you. Be mindful of that. I'm just saying, seen a kid the other morning. I was just like, it just seemed kind of weird. Don't know. Asking for some money. I'm looking at this child like, why are you even out here? And what is you doing? You know, dark outside in like 5, 6 o'clock, around 6 something in the morning. No school is open at that time. So see a police officer. And my kid dad goes up to the police officer. And he's like, because at first I'm like, he's like, when he came to the car, I'm like, what did he say? And he's like, he was asking for some money or something. I'm like, hmm? And I was like, what is he doing out here? It's not even no school time or nothing. Like, what is he doing? Like, what is he out here doing? It's like, I don't know. So we seen a cop and I'm thinking like, that's a child. Like, where's this kid's parent? Where's this child's parent at? Or whatever. And he's like, he's probably going to school. And I'm like, nah, and that boy ain't going to nobody's school. But just like a lot of, I be feeling sorry. You never know with these kids either. Because, honey, I don't know what was going on with that child. But just be mindful of your surroundings. Don't be trying to capture save nobody. Because even if it could be an innocent situation, you don't know that. It could be an innocent situation, but you don't know if it's innocent or not. especially at night or in the early mornings or whatever. You don't know. So you just have to be mindful of those type of things or whatever and just watch your surroundings and stuff. But I believe that's exactly what it is emotional warfare, false flagging type shit. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. It's to play on the heartstrings of people to see how they're going to respond and that cause and effect, like I said, to see if people are going to go out here and start fucking up some shit or fucking up each other. The hospitals is going to get packed. Oh yeah, money, 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 cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. There's your food stamps. There's your food stamp money right there. Ain't that fucked up? They send y'all out there to fuck each other up so y'all can get the damn. That's cold. That's actually cold blooded. That's some cold blooded shit, boy. Yep, there's your food stamp money right there. That's fucked up. They say we're gonna get y'all out there. We ain't feeding y'all. What y'all gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? I'll tell you what the fuck we gonna do. If y'all like, hey, we hungry, y'all ain't gonna feed us? Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, since y'all not gonna do it, then I guess we gotta do it then. So I guess since y'all not gonna make sure that we got what we need, we gonna go take what we need. There you have it. So we're gonna have a whole lot of around here. You're gonna see a lot of blueberries and cherries, honey. They're gonna be around this here joint everywhere in every state because nobody's gonna go for that. The people that's not gonna go for that, they're gonna definitely be out there doing what they do. Do I agree with shit like that? No, I don't. But hey, people do what they do and they're gonna do what they're going to, especially if they have families, kids, especially men or whatever, women, whatever. They're gonna go and get it by I mean any means necessary. Even if that means coming to take what you got to get what they need. Okay. So once the war zone starts going down, the hospitals will most definitely be deep. The deeper they get, the more cha-ching they get. And guess what? After everybody done fucked up each other, this depends on how much that body count is. I'm just saying, will determine that then y'all hear about them. Y'all heard that these people are gonna get their food stamps next month or the month after. Because all that money that accumulated from the crime rate that ran up in the hospitals that was packed, guarantee that food stamp money's gonna be right there for you. Maybe even something else. Who knows? It'll be all right. They should have focused and got better. Not no playtime. Don't cry now. Yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna say this, I'm be on some real shit right now though. On some real shit. If people knew about the Project 2025 situation before he actually got elected and got in office, then they shouldn't be crying. No, because it was already said. People had in their mind, oh, they not gonna do that. Nah, that's not gonna happen. You cannot keep saying what you don't think that's gonna happen, especially when you're not in control of what can or what does not happen. Okay. So when people already seen that and they said that he said he had nothing to do with that. But people were saying, but his name is all up and through alleged. All now let me say this shit because I already know that this is gonna be one of those little lives. Ain't no telling, honey. And it's okay because we talked about what we talked about and I said what the fuck I said. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. These are my thoughts and my opinions, okay? And the opinions and the thoughts that's off in the comment section does not reflect the host, okay? We're having a conversation here, all right? Each one teach one type shit, okay? Yes, we are. We're trying to figure some things out and we're talking about some things over here, just so we're clear, okay? hmm Yeah, people do whatever they want. So yeah, when they seen that Project 2025 and they seen the things that were aligned in them, then I don't know why people wasn't expecting or getting prepared then. If this happens, we don't need to be waiting for nothing to happen. Don't ever wait for something to happen. No, do something before it does. So then you ain't got to worry about being get ready and get ready so you don't have to get ready type shit. That's what you got to do. So when they seen that, then why wouldn't you see to it that you have something else set in place to help you if that is taken away from you? Instead, no, I'm going to let them take it away from me. Then I'm going to get pissed off and get mad and then be like, I can't believe they doing this shit. But you already knew they were going to be doing it. It was already said that it could be done or that it was going to be done. And there's only more to come. So if anything, as a collective, as people, as we the people, okay, we're all going to get hit some type of way. Not just the people that's not just people that's receiving government assistance. Everybody's going to get hit in some type of way. Like I said, the people have gotten laid off due to the government shutdown. I mean, everybody's getting impacted in some type of way. The prices of the food, the prices of the rent. My rent done went up, by the way. Ain't that about a bitch? Shit. Hell, how much money did it go up this year? You know, rent is going up every year. Is rent going up every year where y'all at? Because rent definitely goes up every year where the fuck I'm at. Okay? Damn. But anyways, rent is going up, you know, rent and food. It's crazy. So all I could say that if you got money or you got a little bit of money, I advise you to use it wisely. Don't be out here spending no unnecessary money for nothing because you don't know what could happen or what's going to happen. And that money, you might need it for something. But I damn sure wouldn't be out here spending unnecessarily or for nothing or yeah. I would be holding on to every bit that I could hold on to, every penny, every nickel, every dime, everything. Like, seriously. But yeah, that Project 2025, I mean, if they take away all of it, I mean, hey, things change, times change, and the people in office do change too. So either do something about the change that you don't want to accept or just shut up. Simple. Because like I said, we the people that run, yes, we, the people, we can do something about it. But if we are not going to do anything about it, then guess what? They're going to do what they want to do, when they want to do it, how they want to do it. And there's nothing you can do about it other than doing what you need to do. Get up, get out, do something. Simple. Doesn't matter what it is. Don't let nobody tell you what type of job you need to go get. If whatever job is available, go get it. Because I wouldn't dare sit up here and be crying about nothing being taken away from me, bitch. Not a bitch ass thing. I'ma get my motherfucking ass up and make some shit shake. The kids gonna still be eating better today. Mm-hmm. Yep. They sure are. Especially my son that don't eat, he's still gonna eat every day. If that was the situation, there's no way in hell I would be sitting up here crying, complaining. No, I would get up, get out and do something about that situation because who ain't supposed to be hungry is my boys. I ain't finna be hungry either. Ain't nobody finna be hungry. We gonna eat. If people gotta survive off of sandwiches, shit, hot dogs, hell, hamburgers, I'm talking about homemade, then you gotta do what you gotta do. Whatever little bit that you may have on that card, you better utilize it wisely. You might not be able to buy no good course meal, but you might be able to buy some little meals and have to just gotta do what you gotta do. But you shouldn't just be thankful to eat on Thanksgiving. You should be thankful to eat every day. So I hope that it's not just Thanksgiving that people are worried about because those people got to eat other days, like I said. And I hope Meals on Wheels is still here. I'm gonna have to check with some of my people and see if Meals on Wheels is still here. I know my grandma, shit, she gonna eat regardless, hell, honey. My grandmother's not gonna go without nothing, sweetheart. She showed the fuck ain't it's not. Now I don't know if she gets Meals on Wheels and I have to call and ask her. But I know my granny did, for sure. Yeah. They used to come and knock on the door and give her, knock on the door, and they would cook some nice stuff like have collard greens and all types of stuff for them and cornbread and stuff and have them a little beverage and stuff. It was nice. I hope that still exists for the elderly people around here. Meals on Wheels. Meals on Wheels, honey. A beautiful thing. I think it still happens. I think they still got it going on, you know. If it's not Meals on Wheels, it might be something different now, but that's when I was a little bit younger, honey. I'm shit. Yeah, it's a little bit when I was younger. hmm But I'm praying for everybody. I ain't making fun of nobody because everybody got to eat. Everybody needs to eat. There should not be nobody walking this earth homeless. It shouldn't even be homeless people, especially veterans. That shit is wild. And, oh, that's another topic, but that shit is wild and fucking crazy to me that people that actually fought for our country be fighting for their life when they get out the fucking service. They don't be having shit. I mean, be on the corner with signs and stuff talking about something they need money. And I'm like, why? You should be good for the rest of your life. You went out there and gave shit anybody that's signing up to go fight. Honey, I think that if they done signed up to go fight, they should be set for the rest of their life. Honey, I don't think they should have to fight for nothing else. Especially if they don't lost limbs or things like that to where they can't even work or nothing like that. Ain't no way in hell they should be homeless and holding no homeless sign. But hey, who am I? I'm just saying. I don't think that nobody should be homeless. But some people choose to be, so fuck that. I take that back. Some people like to be homeless. Some people want to be homeless because they choose other things other than living like they should. So some people want to, some people do, yeah, drugs overtake them. Shit, they'll choose that drug over shit, having a place to stay in a heartbeat. Some people, not all. So some people choose to be out on the streets, but some people don't have no, whatever made them in that situation or whatever made them fall hard to be homeless. I think that there should be millions of shelters and things like that, millions of places where people will be able to go lay their head if a certain situation happened or whatever, whatnot. But to be out on the street, Lord Jesus Christ, y'all, if I take y'all over to, where the fuck is that at? Where is that at? Ooh, I can't even remember what street that is. But honey, if I take y'all over yonder ways, wherever I'm talking about, honey, and show y'all all of them damn tents over there, I'm about to cry just thinking about it. Honey, when I was over there in that area one day and seen all of those homeless people over there, I couldn't believe, I couldn't believe my fucking eyes. I did not know. I said, man, it's a whole lot of homeless people out here, man. And they were sitting across from the homeless, I guess, trying to get into the place that they were standing in, all camped. I mean, I just was like, man, that seeing that shit, I'm getting traumatized and thinking about it. I couldn't believe I seen all of those damn tents everywhere. I seen tents galore around that street everywhere. I was just like, oh my God, is really that many homeless people out here? I couldn't imagine going to California because I heard it's a shit just about everybody. If you ain't got no fucking money, you homeless. Like people living in their cars and on the street. You think you want to go to Cali? You might go to Cali. You ain't gonna see nothing but homeless people everywhere. I don't want to see no shit like that. Of course, they make things look like what they look like on the movie because it's a movie. Of course, they're supposed to make things look good or whatever. But if you actually go to these places, I don't know. That shit be kind of scary, but I seen that shit not too long ago, y'all, and I started crying. I'm like, damn, I've never seen so many tents in my life. I've never seen that shit before being here. I've been here for 38 damn years. I ain't never seen no shit like that. I've seen homeless people before. I done seen crackheads, but shit, all of those tents though, and the way that I'm hearing about how people are getting evicted and stuff like that, it's only a matter. Okay, so what's funny to me? How is it that there's no more food stamps? But what? How is there still Section 8 then? Huh? Hmm. Ain't that some shit? How is it they don't have the money for the food, but they got money for Section 8? Wouldn't you think that they wouldn't have money for no funding for none of that shit then? How is it that it's just that? Cause knowing if a motherfucker hungry, they gonna go crazy. Yeah, a person that's hungry is gonna definitely gonna go do some wild shit. Now, a person that's homeless, uh, it might home difference between homeless and I think a person that's hungry is gonna go do some wild shit. A person that's homeless is gonna try to find somewhere to stay, but if they got something to eat, they're gonna be fine. But a person that ain't got nothing to eat, especially if their kids ain't got nothing to eat, and they can't go get their kids nothing to eat, man, oh yeah, it's about to go down. Yeah, it's gonna go down, and if they don't switch gears for sure. I think this is the buildup. This is the buildup until the times that that money is supposed to hit on those cards. This is the buildup. So as the days are going by and people are on and then think about it. This is a setup, and I'm gonna tell you why. You know, we have all of these sites, right? You got people taunting people about them losing their shit. That's another thing that's gonna make motherfuckers go crazy. You got people taunting people about them losing their stamps. It most definitely is one of them. That's exactly what the fuck they doing. You got people that's taunting people that's not receiving their stuff. And then those same people are seeing the articles and people talking about it like I'm talking about it right now, seeing it plastered everywhere. Think about what I'm saying. You see this? You see what I'm saying? That's enough to make a motherfucker really go loco. Yes, it is. Oh, yes. Everywhere I turn, I'm seeing where I'm not finna be eating better today or tomorrow. It's up. It's most definitely the fuck up. Yes, it is. And then I see somebody over here on this site or over here where I'm at, they thinking this shit is funny. You hearing people talking about, oh, I'm a tax. Oh, now I don't have to worry about it. You didn't have to worry about it in the first place. Let's just be clear. Because if it was your tax dollars that paid, then how come the food stamps is being turned? You still paying taxes. So why are the food stamps getting cut off? Hmm. Everybody's still paying taxes. So why is the food stamps being turned off? Hmm? If it's the taxpayers' dollars that's paying for these people, so I hear people say, why is these people's food getting turned off? Y'all, people still working, right? Yeah. I thought it was just the government employees that got laid off. But what about the other people that are working? Hmm? How is it that 25 billion, million, or whatever, don't quote me, can go somewhere else, but the people that you supposed to be over don't have no fucking food to eat or not gonna have no food to eat? That's crazy. Ain't that wild? Exactly, Courtney. That's not what I'm saying. The only thing that I feel sorry for is the ones that are elderly, elderly people that can't get up and go work, they're on retirement or on a fixed income type shit. People that are disabled, people that have got laid off and unexpectedly or hurt themselves on the job to where they down temporarily type shit. But anybody that's able bodied that was just solely dependent, have been dependent on years and years and years on out, shit changes. Here in Oklahoma, you say you hear that people have to work to obtain those things. You cannot just get food stamps and not work. You have to work. The work requirement, now they done changed it. It's not no longer 18 to where it's not a work requirement. No, they changed it. If you have a child that's under 14 years of age, there's not a work requirement. But if you have a child that's over 14, there's a work requirement. You have to work in order to get food stamps. You cannot receive food stamps. You have to work. You have to be working a certain amount of hours in order to receive it. Period. They're not giving out shit free when it comes to Section 8. Unless your ass just ain't working and you ain't got no money coming in, that's the only way that your rent ain't gonna be shit or they gonna be paying for it. But if you actually making some goddamn money, no matter if you making a damn dollar or two, they gonna see to it that they ain't gonna pay that dollar or two that you making. You gonna have to pay it. You know what I'm saying? So now, if you solely depending on something and you've been depending on it for a long time, and once that's snatched away from you, you can't get mad about it. You just got to do something. You just got to do something about it. Like I said, why complain and be crying when you can do something about it? Hell, November ain't here yet. So whoever's still wondering about or feeling some way about not receiving they shit, they could do something about it right now. They could put themselves in a position to make sure that whenever they supposed to be receiving their stamps, they've been and already received their stamps by themselves because they went and got their shit they damn self. However they needed to go get it. I'm just saying. If you have something and you're able to give something to somebody and you have a relative that you know that will be in need of something, you will assist and help them. You wouldn't talk down on them or nothing like that. You damn sure wouldn't be on social media taunting people that may be getting it and not be receiving it no more. Especially if you got family members that receive that shit. Why the fuck would you do something like that in the first place? That's crazy. But to each his own. People are gonna do what they want to do, and people are gonna say what they want to say. But as far as them creating some type of chaos and confusion amongst people around the world, it's exactly what's happening here. That's why you're supposed to believe in none of what you see and none of what you hear. Cause you know what I'm saying? That shit, everything can be something can look the same, salt, sugar, and crack. Okay. I'm just saying. And I mean, what the fuck? You just have to understand that, they want people to feel some type of way. I understand it from that perspective. I also understand it from the way that it's being presented as, okay, not everything is gonna be free and laid out for motherfuckers to be lazy and not do shit and not do something with themselves. Like they sell it. Like here, you have to be at least going to school, or you have to be working 80 hours or 30 hours or some type of shit. You have to have something going on if you want to keep receiving that them food stuff. If you want to keep receiving anything from them, you gotta be doing something. They're not gonna give you shit for free. Not gonna give you anything. Like, come on now. So yeah, people that were dependent on that don't need to depend on, and they can depend on themselves. Yeah, I get you, Courtney. They most definitely shouldn't be somewhere crying and complaining about the shit. No, but the women and the men that are elderly, that are up in age, that whatever little bit amount that they receive, if they not getting that, some elderly people get all upset. They get to worry and start panicking, and then they'll start feeling like they're gonna be a burden to their family because they already probably feel like they are because they do so much for them, and then the little bit that they receive and to help themselves, they're not getting no more. So there could be a whole lot of fucked up situations here. Okay, with this shit, it can be traumatizing to people, especially elderly people. And people that cannot get up and do anything. What if people had plans? I understand. Ain't nothing in life free, girl. Water ain't even free no more, girl. Talking about some dollar. Give me 50 cents. Girl, kiss my ass. Why are we paying for something that's supposed to be free? Anyway, I'm like Cat Williams. Why are we paying for fruits and shit like that we can grow ourselves? Hmm? Anyways, I'm just saying, don't shoot the messenger. Just listen to the message, why don't you? But nah, ain't shit in life for free. Everything comes with a price. Right. That's right, Courtney. Anybody else that has to worry about how they gonna feed their kids, that's on them. Because if your kids is not gonna eat because you ain't gonna make sure they eat, then I guess they just gonna be hungry, huh? I guess they just gonna be hungry. Right? Yeah. So I hope ain't nobody waiting around to see how they gonna feed somebody. I hope they know how they gonna feed themselves and their children. Because honey, I will go without eating. I'll make sure my kids have what the fuck they need for sure. If that's what I have to do. I won't eat nothing. They gonna eat every damn thing. They gonna have what they need before I do. So I mean, there's ways that they can handle this situation. And they will. All of this shit's supposed to be free, girl. A lot of stuff, honey. They just got us paying for shit that we ain't supposed to be paying for. Ain't that something? But hey, if you don't know these things, if you ain't hip to it and you don't know, then shit, just do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do to make it, Courtney, But yeah, I feel you on everything. I also feel that they trying to, yeah, shut us down, lock us, yeah. They locking us, trying to lock us down now. Curfew time. Better get your ass in that house right now. What you doing? Yeah, martial law is really a real thing. Look into it. If you don't know about it, look into it now. Yeah. I think that's something they did when we had COVID. Same situation, talking about we was on lockdown and shit like that. That's how come a lot of motherfuckers became on government assistance. And then after it was over, it was just like, we here. We ain't going nowhere. But you might be going somewhere involuntarily now, because if this is what's happening, then what is going to happen next? We don't know. You say you hope they cut property taxes. That'll be a good thing, because why? I mean, like, what the fuck, dude? Shit. We shall see. I'm praying for all of us, man. Any and everybody, whether you got a lot of money or no money at all, or a little to no money at all, honey. We all, it's everybody. Everybody gets impacted by the decisions that's being made in the world. Whether you receive that shit or not, you might have a relative that do, and they may be going through or going to be going through some things. Okay, so yeah, that's just on some real ass shit. Pray for everybody. Don't talk up against nobody, because you could be right where they at, and you could have been in that situation and be feeling like them and be wondering where your food is gonna come from. But I'll never have to. I'm not gonna lie. I hope nobody would be. No, get your ass up and do something about it. Don't be worried about where it's gonna come from. Go get that shit. Yeah. Don't worry about where it's coming from. Go get it. If you know you're going to go get it, you ain't got to worry where it's coming from, or you ain't got to worry about it coming or not coming. Like, for real. But that would be good if they were to cut property taxes, though. What's up, Dean? Look at this one. Hey, if they were already doing it, they just better get to it. Hey, Livy Pooh, you better get your ass on OnlyFans, girl. What you gonna do? You get your food stamps, girl. What you gonna do? Livy ain't worried about it. She got Jimmy. Like I told y'all, she got all of those mens over there, honey. Those mens better pitch in. Hey, she got 3 baby goddamn daddy. She better be all right over there. What the fuck? Shit, ain't nobody worried about how the fuck Olivia's gonna live. Olivia's over there eating a whole bowl of tuna. I mean, a whole bowl of it. I said, who does that? Ew, gross. Ew. I like tuna, but bitch, I ain't finna up there and sit up there and just willy-nilly just sit up there and eat it just by itself. That's just me, though. I ain't doing it. I gotta have me a cracker. It gotta be on some bread, shit, a bun, honey. But me just eating it out of the, whoa. I mean, I understand maybe it was good, but no, ma'am. Who the fuck sits there and eats a bowl of tuna? No wonder why she walking around smelling like that. Shame. Shameful, shameful. Smelling like the chicken under the sea, under the tunnel, under the grass, under the earth. Girl. Get it together, Livy Pooh. Livy Pooh, Livy. Livy. Livy got those kids over there, y'all. Livy over there looking psychotic and some more shit. I don't know what's wrong with the bitch. I don't know. Livy's upset about Joey leaving. Oh, I just feel like I just need to be by myself after the 50th man that's done been there in the last 12 minutes. Like, girl. No, she not. She gonna suck a little something. She gonna be like, hey, you want to come to my house and be my new gamer bae for the week? Livy ain't finna go without. Livy gonna drop it low, dip it down slow. She gonna do a belly roll. You hear me? She ain't gonna go without, girl. Stella ain't gonna let that daughter over there go without. She over there by the eyes, honey. Something about them eyes is looking real crazy and stuff. I said, look at her. What's wrong with her? You ain't take your meds today, honey. Shame on you. Olivia over there don't know what the fuck to do with herself. I think I'm gonna have a job by next week. Girl, you should have had a job today. Is Joe? Yeah, she said he was gone. She said he left. Homegirl was live yesterday, y'all. And she was just looking. That's what I was talking about. That's what she said. That's what she said yesterday. She said the same thing, a little spill that she does after every man leaves, every week She says the same. She give us the same speech. She be like, you guys, I just know that I just need to be by myself and I just need to focus on me. I don't need to be focused on being in a relationship. But then she's something talking about some girl. Shut the fuck up. Oh my goodness. Man. Ryan, Robin, and Kalani. Oh my God. Please, Lord Jesus Christ. No, y'all don't need to be nothing like her. Don't think like her. That ain't the way to think or the way to go or the way to be. No, ma'am, no, sir, no, nothing. That girl is a fool. Like, for real, she just so young-minded and so stupid. Don't make no sense. Like, you keep bringing all of these different dudes just to have the same speech over and over again about how you want to be by yourself. Then be by yourself, you idiot. Be by yourself. You need to be girl. I would most definitely be by myself. I wouldn't be trying to be dating no man or be with no man when I have. Listen, is your relationship with your children more important about you getting screwed? Because bitch, you can get. I mean, anybody can do that anytime. But I mean, like your relationship with your children is not where it needs to be or where it should be. So the last thing that you should be worried about is some peen so that you can get pregnant again. That's dumb. But your tubes ain't tied. So I know you gonna get pregnant again because you want to. Probably is. Probably gonna be like, oh, you guys, I think I'm pregnant. Watch. Man, if you bring your trifling ass on her talking about you pregnant, Olivia, just go. I ain't gonna say that. That's not nice. Don't you know? Don't you say that. Go sit your ass down somewhere. Because what I was going to say was what you said those kids needed to be the other day when you said that they needed a string around their necks, girl. But I ain't going to tell you to do that. I was just not telling you do that for real, for real. I was saying that because, but you done lost your mind. Because what you think this is? Then you trying to, like, girl, she just a weirdo. Get it together, ma'am. You too old for the shenanigans that you be pulling and bringing all of these different men around your children and just to kick them out. Really? That's what I be talking about right there. That's not cool, man. No children, no child should meet every man or every woman that their parent is entertaining, especially if you just fucking them and sucking them or whatever you're doing. Then let that be that outside the house, away from the kids. The kids don't need to have no parts of that. For what? For you to be like, then your kids asking about every man that you done brought around them. That's not cool. That is weird as fuck. Mama, where's Joey? Where's Zolo? Where's Brandon? Like, girl, no. You a hoe. That's hoe activity right there. Now, all of your children should not. Poor Cadence. Mm-mm-mm. Poor Cadence and Kingston and Kaya. Lord help them. Jesus Christ. It's not ever good to have that many people around your children like that. No. Especially different men that, you allowing these strange ass dudes to come put their hands on your child. Poor AJ. He done got abused by two different dudes in 2 different weeks. And I said it's abuse, bitch, because first of all, they are not his motherfucking dad. He does not belong to them. That's I mean, like, seriously. No person should be able to put their hands on your children or your child for no reason. And tell your child that they talk too much, because who the fuck is you talking to? Because my child can talk all day, every day, if that's what they want to do. And why you so sold on me or sold on telling my child to be quiet and not say nothing? What's wrong with you? Olivia leaving the kids in the house by themselves with him and letting him drive the kids places and stuff. She does not have good discernment. All she's thinking about is herself. And she doesn't care about who gets hurt in the process, even if it's her children. Sad case, sad case, sad case. Mm-hmm. But guess what, y'all? Christian is over there now. I seen him. Last night? Yeah, last night on that live she did. I seen him. He was over there, so I guess he came back over there with his mama. Of course the little boy loves his mama, but she needs to check her motherfucking self with their relationship before it becomes to where it's unrepairable. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't even think that she would give a shit because she got AJ to turn whichever way she wants to turn him. Mm-hmm. And you heard what the fuck I said. Yep. She wouldn't care. She wouldn't give a damn. But I hope that their relationship remains in good standing and that they can have a relationship like they should or whatever. I'm talking about Christian and Olivia. But if Olivia keep with that bullshit, I don't know. He's definitely going to be the one to cuss her ass out. I can tell you that much. Oh, AJ's going to do it too. But Christian's gonna cuss out in a way that's gonna hurt her feelings. AJ's gonna just be cussing her out like, fuck you, mom, like that type. She's gonna be, fuck you, mom, I'm not doing it, mom. You can kiss my ass, mom. He's gonna be doing shit like that. But no, Christian's gonna be like, he ain't gonna want to deal with her. He ain't gonna have no respect for her, you know? Just not gonna have none, it's not gonna be there for her. He might cuss her ass out too. Why not? She lets Robin tell her she's lying, and no child tells no adults that they're lying. Unless they are lying about something really serious, like, something really serious that they don't need to be lying about and that you telling the truth about, but they trying to sit up there to say that you lying, then yeah. But if y'all having a conversation, your mama, you just like, you lying. Like, hold on, little girl. Don't get beside yourself now. Calm down. She was just like laughing. Girl, what you laughing for? Correct her tone in her mouth right now. Okay? Because remember, she can play with you like that, but other adults is not finna let her slide like that. I mean, they better not touch her, but at the same time, you got to understand that, yeah, she's a child, and that's where she needs to remain as a child place. She's not a grown-ass woman at all. The way that she be talking, she needs to simmer down. Know who she is and what she is, a minor child. Shit. Nah, honey, my mom been smacked me in my mouth, honey. I ain't gonna tell you. My mama tell me all shit. You don't tell grown people that. I was taught you don't tell grown people as a child. You don't, that's like disrespectful. Unless, like I said, if that child is letting it be known that something's been done to them or something like that, and they say, no, you lying, you did do this to me, or whatever the case may be, then hey, if they say to use it in that type of way, then hey, they can use it in that way. But if you just sit there having a casual conversation like that girl went over there and did blah blah blah, and she be like, you lying, or whatever she said. Oh, she told her she was lying because she said that she told her that she looks like her daddy, and for some reason Robin does not like the fact that Olivia says that she looks like her daddy, because she feels like Olivia is saying that she looks like a boy. And I hope that she gets some understanding that's not what that is. You do look like your damn daddy. There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay that you look like your father. You don't have to look like your mama. You don't. You don't have to look like Kalani. And you don't have to look like Adrian. You look like you and them, your mama and your daddy. Shit. Don't be trying to confuse those damn kids, honey, just because you decided you wanted to go get you some light brights, bitch. Don't play with me. I said what the fuck I said. You better know. And you better remember this. They all better be getting treated equal, honey. And let me tell you something. You sorry, pathetic ass bitch, you. Get up and wipe your own fucking kid off. That's why the fuck you want Robin there, bitch. You want her to be a mama? Fast, like you want her to be Go wipe her down with a wipe. Bitch, how about you go wipe her down with some soap and a towel? You nasty bitch. She is not your babysitter, no. Like, you sitting on your ass telling her to go do that. Go do it yourself. That's your baby. Go clean her up yourself and get her ready yourself and get your ass off of live instead of telling her to go do it. That's what the fuck she be over there doing. When those kids come over there, they be babysitters for Kalani and AJ. Of course, it's that little sister and brother, but that's what they there for. They there to be babysitters, there to do everything that she don't want to do for them. Go in there and get a pop. Go in there and put something in a microwave for Kalani. Go in there and do this for AJ. And then she's gonna scream at Ryan and tell Ryan that she can't put AJ in timeout. So you mean to fucking tell me that Ryan can't put her little brother off in timeout because he's showing his ass, but Joey and that other fool can put their fucking hands on him, bitch? Go suck a dick. I'm talking about Zolos after them been. No, I ain't gonna go that far. See, I was about to say some real. Yeah, I was about to take it there, bitch, because you done lost your mind. What's wrong with you? Like, for real. Take care of your own kids. They're yours. You had them. They belong to you. I'm not saying there's not nothing wrong with a sibling helping out with their siblings. I'm not saying nothing's wrong with that, but it is something wrong with a mom like Olivia that would sit on her ass and say, "Oh, go give me this, go give me the wipes, go give me the pamper, go give me water, go give me this, go give me that, go do this, go do that," and it's all for her kids that are hers. Get up, do it yourself. Kalani ain't been getting wiped off. So what you want Robin to do it for? Do it yourself. She just sorry. I calls Robin mama. That's good. I mean, it's not, but I understand. She might feel like her sister's more than a mama do. All of that screaming that Olivia was doing last night, boy, I tell you, I was just like, you know what? What's wrong with this? What's wrong with her? I mean, her screaming, it's just like, girl, I don't know if she had a fix last night or not. She was tripping. All I know is she came on here and said Joey was gone. She sure did. She came on here and said he was gone, y'all. He is not there. He left. He's gone. He's gone back to he's gone back to his real woman, his real life, and all of that. He done came there, made her cry, told her the roast was nasty, told her to tell the people the roast fell on the floor because he didn't want it to be served to him, all types of shit. Just, girl. Mm-mm-mm. Sad. She didn't know what they were. He had to correct her and tell her we're co-parenting. He showed it to meet his daughter and just left so quick. Ain't that some shit? Wow. Kalani didn't even have to meet him then. Damn. What was the purpose of her meeting him? Just for him to leave again? She ain't gonna remember him. The fuck? You don't think they talk to Gerard that way? No, they know Olivia's more lean over there. Olivia lets them get away with stuff just like Stella let her get away with stuff. So when they go to their mama's house, they have more room to do whatever it is that Gerard doesn't let them do because she lets them. And that's another thing. As parents that have children together that's separated, why would you do things that you know? Why I understand they so ignorant and childish they can't come together on shit, but why would you allow your children to do shit at your house that you know they're not allowed to do at their dad's house? Why? Why would you allow them to do certain things that you know that they would not be able to get away with if they went home and did it? That's her trying to find some type of way for some problems to occur. Because she's a chaos demon. So whatever she can do to try to start some stuff, she's gonna do just that. Like taking them out of school early and shit like that. Knowing that Gerard don't know, like, what are you doing? Like just doing weird ass shit that she knows she shouldn't be doing to try to make to start an argument or to have something to say about Gerard. Like he had something to say about her doing that the last time. Oh, well, they had a half a day. She always talking about AJ. AJ be going from having a half a day to being there all damn day. Which one the fuck is it? It can't be both. It got to be one or the other. Cause homeboy's in daycare. The hell? Shit. Honey, he ain't do nothing with that little girl, but laying probably, he ain't do nothing with that little girl. People said he bathed her. That's all of it. You know what? Mm-mm. I'm praying for everybody, praying for all the children, praying for everybody that's involved in these situations like this, because, honey, it's sad. It really is. It's sad. But anyways, y'all, been on here for 2 hours and some odd change. I just wanted to come on here and talk to y'all about something different. You know, I said I'm just get on here and pop out. I don't want nobody to think that I have to get on here and just talk about them. I'm gonna talk about their asses for sure. But this was something to talk about. But as far as the special education part, they was talking about something about it being cut or could potentially getting cut due to some of the people that work in the special education part are funded by the government. So there could be a lot of layoffs and stuff like that or whatever the case may be. And that's what they were talking about. So if you want to look more off into it, just go ahead and check it out. And they was talking about that about 3 days ago. I seen it. When I saw it, I seen how people were getting upset about the situation. I'm done getting upset about situations. because getting upset doesn't do anything about it. So, and not only that, I'm not going to worry myself about something that has not happened yet. That's delusional shit to do. So, until that time happens, until that's something that I'm experiencing, I'm not going to be worried about a bitch ass thing. But even if it does happen, I advocate for both of my children, top tier advocacy over here for them. I'll see to it whatever it is that they need to do for them both to be accommodated, even if they both have to come home and I homeschool them, then that's what's going to have to be done. But to worry about it, I'm not going to. I'm not. Nobody's going to make shit hard for my kids. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Okay? It's not going to happen. So yeah, Olivia will use anyone around her to attend to her children. She will, just as long as she don't have to tend to them. That's why I hope she don't have no more, but she will. I could see at least 2 more in her future, if not 3. I'm gonna give it at least 2 though. I know 1 for sure is coming. The storyline of pregnancy is coming from somebody's end. I haven't seen blonde wigs anywhere. Have I been over there though? I'm talking about Chrissy. She's still in her ash wig and stuff. I don't know, honey. But anyways, yeah. I do know that Nika do receive food stamps. I don't know how she's gonna feed her kids. Hopefully she finds some. Oh, she works, don't she? Don't don't Nika work? I thought Nika was working. So Nika should be all right. So Nika probably get some checks or something. I don't know. Well, whatever they receive or don't receive, wine glass and chill. I know she works. Sky, I don't know what the fuck she got going on over there. She always looking like something's going on over there in her face. I don't know what the fuck she got going on over there. But anyways, any of them, if they receive the shit of some of them do, we know because we know they do. We know Jasmine does. But she better go spend that $400. Jasmine, get your ass up and go spend that money up on some good shit. Not on those dumbass shakes she be drinking either, bitch. I'm talking about some food. If you gonna go get a shake, bitch, go get a vanilla shake. Not a vanilla shake. No, go get some vanilla Pediasure at Sam's Club for Ava. Thank you. Go get those shakes, goddamn it. Okay? Use your $400 wisely. And don't you bring your ass over here and talk about what you ain't got no food. We ain't got no food either. We ain't got nothing for you. We empty. We ain't got none. Okay? We ain't got no food just like you ain't got no food. So don't come on and tell us you ain't got none. Especially if your ass is just there with just especially if your ass is just there with what's his name? That baby. That boy. Legendary. He sure can eat his ass off. You better make sure he eat because he gonna tell you he gonna eat. He don't give a shit. He gonna let you know, yeah, you gonna feed me, motherfucker. Seymour. Yes, you are. So go ahead and go spend up your $400. Use it wisely, ma'am. Get you a lot of meats and stuff like that, some canned goods, whatever. Shit, to spread that shit out, whatever you have to do. And don't bring your ass on here with that sob ass story because we all know that everybody that receives food stamps ain't getting no food stamps. So we know you ain't getting them either. So we don't need you to come and tell us because we already know you ain't getting them. Okay? So don't make no food stamp vlog. We don't give a shit. We already know you ain't getting them. Okay? Because we're gonna have a food stamp vlog coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys, I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know, I wanted to do something for Legend's birthday, but it looks like I'm not gonna have any food stamps. I'm not gonna be able to get him a cake for his birthday, you guys. Oh, little Legendary's birthday is coming up on the 17th, 16th? 16th, huh? I think it's 16th, huh? Something like that. How he gonna be? 3, 4? 4, right? He's gonna be 4 years old, ain't he? Ain't that some shit? Damn. Ain't Legendary gonna be 4, y'all? How old is he? What's up, Keisha? Yeah, I think she is working, Keisha. Well, she was door dashing, honey. I told y'all I was leaving, but y'all know I keep on talking and run my damn mouth. She was door dashing. I don't hear her say much about her door dashing, but this job that she say she goes in and out of or whatever, honey. You know, Jasmine be lying. That's why her nose be growing like Pinocchio, honey. Spread. Girl, Jasmine, honey, what's going on with you over there? Now I know. Now I ain't making fun because I told myself, yeah, you bitch, don't be doing that because you gonna fuck around, wake up and look like a straight up leopard talking about people. That's not nice. Now, Jasmine, what is you over there putting in your body? Cause your face is really tearing up, girl. I don't know what you got going over, but you need to. I know that it has a lot to do with what you consume in your body or whatever the case may be, or whatever, or it could just be a really bad flare up. But honey, get it together. Okay? It might be just a bad flare up. You need to be mindful as to what you're putting off in your body. That's what you need to do. Be mindful. Yeah, the bagathons are coming, but don't nobody got no money. Don't nobody got no money to give. We all broke and we all want some food too. We want to eat better today, tomorrow, and every year after all the years. We want free food. Shit. How about that? So she better not even try it. But yeah, I think she's doing a little something. So she should be all right. Somebody said she had $400 on her card. So if she got $400, today is the 22nd. No? Yeah. Go get you some food right now before they turn that shit off. Cause I don't know why. I still have a question about that. That's some fucking weird ass shit. If people already received their benefits for this month, it shouldn't matter if it goes off until next month or not. It should still be remaining. That's no different from somebody um having receiving food stamps get cut off of their food stamps. If they still have money on that card should still be able to go as long as it's something on there. It's just that when nothing's on there, it won't be nothing else on there. You know what I'm saying? But to say that if people don't utilize the money that they already have on their cards right now, they could potentially lose it. I said, I know you. Well, damn. So just be prepared. What I can say is this. It's messed up. It's not right, but it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Think about it like this. If this shit is happening with the food stamps, if anything else is received, those things can be taken away too. So if you know that you receive these things and you know that these things can be taken away from you, then you as the person that's receiving these things, you got to get up and see what it is that you need to do to make sure that you and yours don't go without whatever it is that y'all were receiving. Because me and mines would never ever, no matter whatever the situation is or isn't, they're not going hungry. And you can't get mad at somebody else if you were dependent, if on some or somebody or something else, if you were dependent on it, especially if you didn't have to. Now, if you had to, that's something. I'm not talking about the people that have to. I'm talking about the people that didn't have to. If it was just something that was a little extra to help you with, I understand that that extra helped a lot. But you're going to have to make up for it in another way. And that's okay. But just wait for it. This is the buildup. It's done been put out there. It's been plastered all over every social platform. People are talking about it. We are talking about it. This is the buildup. Okay, they put it out there. We, the people, are people that are taunting people or people that are talking about it. It's making it even more for these people that are receiving this shit to even fathom even getting up every damn day. Might even make them start tripping and spazzing the fuck out. That's what I'm saying. This is the buildup for whatever it is today, the chaos, the destruction, the rioting, the vandalizing. It's finna start happening. Wait for it, but don't wait too long because it's probably happening right now. So they put the shit out there and then the people carry it. You get what I'm saying? And it's being carried every day and people, and then you're going to start seeing memes. You're going to, whatever you call it, memes, whatever you call them damn things. You're going to start seeing them. You're going to start seeing funny videos. This is going to be all triggering. This is all a setup for people to see this shit. And once they see it and it keeps replaying over and over, everywhere that they go, everywhere that they turn, they hear some people talking about this shit. You get what I'm saying? That's the buildup. That's the buildup for the crash out. And the crash outs is going to be some, it's going to be some bodies hitting the floor. Okay? That's the buildup. Just imagine what I'm saying. You know how the last straw type situation type shit? That's what I'm talking about right there. Yeah, the last straw. Yes. That's what it would be like. Exactly, Miss Barbara. I can dig it. I understand exactly what you're saying. Just like if you know something is to happen and you know that it could happen, then you should put yourself in the positions if you get ready to avoid from having to get ready, right? So you don't sit up there and just think that something's going to always be so sweet, because not everything's always sweet, even if it is. It might start getting a little sour, a little tangy. You have to prepare yourself for whatever. A lot of unexpected things can happen. You can be with someone 1 minute and the next minute y'all are not together. You could be doing it all by yourself. Your partner, can something happen to him? You have to pick up the pieces. The pieces is not gonna just be left around. You ain't gonna leave the pieces around. You gonna keep the piece. You gonna put the pieces and make a fucking puzzle. Okay. You gonna collect the pieces and make a puzzle. I hope so. I mean, damn. Okay. If you believe in God, then you shouldn't worry. If you believe that God would never ever allow something like this to happen, even if it does happen, that these people won't go hungry, then you don't have nothing to worry about. I know my people don't have nothing to worry about. I hope that if you have people that do, they don't have nothing to worry about it either. I hope so. But the world is a stage, and we're the characters on the stage, and the chaos and the confusion that has been created by the people, since it has been put out there, they know it's going to be everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Everywhere you turn, it's probably going to be on billboards. No food stamps, November. No food stamps, no food stamps. You just think about it. That's taunting to a person. That's taunting the fuck out of these people, especially a person that's hungry and that want to eat. Okay? So people are adding to it. That's going to cause somebody, that's going to trigger somebodies. And those somebodies is going to get together. And those stores that we go and listen, when they go and do this type of shit, y'all got to think about them taking away from us when we got to go off there and get our kids and shit something to eat when they go and do that shit, right? If they going off into the stores because this shit happening, right? Even if it don't happen, we ain't going to be able to. Man, I'm about to cry. I'm about to go. Like, if they go in there and take every goddamn thing, what the fuck we gonna have? Hey, your pleasure. We ain't gonna have nothing, man. Because they gonna be fending for themselves. They gonna be fighting for they life. When somebody's hungry, they gonna find a way to eat, man. Even if it's off your plate. Even if it's taking your plate. I mean, the whole damn thing. Not just the food on it. I'm talking about the whole fucking plate. Man. You know how many people they say is gonna be hungry due to not having the food stamps? Do you know that we, the people that people that's out here saying that they think this shit is funny? Those are gonna be the people that they gonna come and be trying to break into your shit. These people are gonna be out here going crazy, dude. I want y'all to listen to me, what I'm saying. To see that shit plastered every fucking where, everywhere you turn, or wherever you go, you hear people talking about it, people posting about it, people making videos about it. We talking about it every day. All listen, every day up until that point where when they see that those deposits is not being made. Y'all think people so the people that think that they ain't got to worry about since they ain't getting food stamps to fund their Thanksgiving, you think you finna have your Thanksgiving? Huh. I hope you do. And I hope your Thanksgiving don't come with no kick dough type shit while y'all in there eating. I'm saying. While people are laughing about those people not getting their food stamps, those people that's not getting their food stamps gonna come and get y'all's food. Might. Try to. Man. Man, this is not good. All jokes aside, this shit is not good, dude. It's not. If they break off into the stores and take everything out the stores, how the fuck is everybody else gonna eat, y'all? How? Because these people is not going to go down without no fight. These people is not fit to take the shit laying down, whether it be a real thing or whether it be a thing for whatever it is that they doing. Experiment, experiment to see. I'm going to call it, yeah, this is definitely what the fuck it is to me, a fucking experiment. Welcome to the experiment. You're a part of it and didn't even know it. Sometimes you could be a part of some shit you don't even know you're a part of until you, hey, you know. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but hey, shit, listen here. I ain't sleep. I'm most definitely wide the fuck awake. Yeah, I ain't no sheep. Ain't no blind leading me. But if you know, you know. But that buildup is gonna be terrible. So if you got open to carry, or if you better go get your shit and get it going. Because if they get mad, no, not if they get mad, they gonna get mad. And we ain't gonna have shit if they start breaking into these places and stealing shit. They say, y'all not feeding us. Oh, we gonna get fed one way or another, whether it be by y'all giving it to us or us taking it. And that number that they said that's gonna be without they food stamps. Oh my God. I hope that not too many people get hurt. But a lot of people is going to get hurt. They are, unfortunately. Yeah. But like I said, we, the people, the people that run this motherfucker, really, we could do something. But there's always a fucking but in something like this. But when there shouldn't be one, but nobody's doing nothing. Or the ones that are doing something, they need more help than the help that they're getting. They need more people to come and help. Do something about it. Say something about it. But I don't believe that vandalizing and rioting, no. I believe that you should always stand up for what you believe in, but not that way, because people could end up dead because of that. And I don't think that that's good. But people are going to fight for what they believe in however they want to. And that's not nothing that anybody can do or say about it. But man, I'm staying in the house. Because if I go outside and somebody start tripping, honey, hey, I don't know. But the build up, and just think about it. Then you going off into the stores. What if people just start going off into stores now and then shit, watching you shop with your food and just like just imagine you listen to what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be funny, but listen to what I'm saying. Imagine you going off into the goddamn grocery store, filling your buggy up, and you pay for your food, and somebody run and snatch your cart and take off running with it. What you gonna do? You gonna try to kick their ass? What if they got a gun? Or what if people just start going off into the stores with people to snatch their purses or something? I don't know. I'm just saying. Have this ever happened before? In my 38 years of living, I've never heard of this being a situation until now. So but like I said, distraction, right? Our focus is here, but it probably should be somewhere else. Where? I don't know yet, but I might look to try to find maybe. No, I don't know. Depends. But distraction. It's always a distraction when there's something bigger happening somewhere else or within somewhere else or whatever the case may be. But this is a part of it though. This is a part of whatever experiment, agenda, whatever, operation, Yeah. Interesting. For things to be set into place for us to be locked down. Because when they get out there and start tripping, because they are, we're going to get locked down. Every state is going to get locked down because it's going to get so damn bad out here. Like for real. Man. Go where you need to go. Hell, go where you want to go. But wherever you want to go, just make sure you're safe. I know we have to go where we need to go. We have no choice but to go where we need to go. But wherever you want to go, pick and choose where you want to go. You might not need to go. Might need to stay at home. Okay? I'm just saying, man. When people hungry, they'll do some things. I mean, when people are hungry, they're going to fucking eat. If they ain't got a plate and you got one, yours is gonna get ate. Okay? So this is the buildup. This is the buildup. It's been plastered everywhere. I've been seeing it everywhere. I mean, I've been seeing it everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. It's reminding these people, you ain't eating. You ain't. Just imagine these people being reminded that they ain't eating. They ain't eating. They ain't eating everywhere they go. I advise you, if it's triggering you in any way, don't get on no social media platforms. Don't do that. Stay off of them. And stay away from people that's talking about it if it's going to trigger you in any type of way, because this is all set up for triggering and taunting people, and it's all going to and it's going to be a mess. We're doomed. I feel sorry for all of us, everybody now, because after you think about it, don't just think about when things impact a good great amount of people in the world. It impacts all of us in some type of way, whether you receive that shit or not. It's going to impact you too. You want to know why? Because them hungry motherfuckers is finna come after y'all. Us. Shit. Not hungry motherfuckers. I take that back. Let me rephrase what I'm saying now. I'm not trying to offend nobody, but they gonna come. Okay? That's how other people will be impacted. Is that if they come because they hungry, because they not getting fed, whether your ass was receiving that shit or not, shit. The ones that was receiving is no longer receiving it no more is going to make sure they receive it on your behalf if that's what they have to do, if they feel like that's their last resort. And I just hope that that does not be their last resort. And I just hope that people open up their third eye, fourth, fifth, 16 eye, shit, whatever eye you need to open up, open it. Open it up, baby. Because, honey, if you don't open it up and it's closed, yeah, I guess you're going to be hungry. But take it as only thing that I could say as you look at this, don't take everything for bad. Not everything is bad. Take it as this can happen to all of my services that I may receive. So let me make sure I put myself in a position that if it does happen, that I won't have to be worried about being impacted by it, because I don't want to have to worry about whether I'm going to eat or whether I'm going to be hungry or homeless type shit. You know what I'm saying? So you could be mad at Trump if you want to be, all you want to be about the decision that was made. I'm mad about it only because it takes away from the elderly and people that are not able to do what they need to do for themselves, the ones that actually really need it, not the ones that's just having it to be having it or for whatever reason or whatever, whatnot, to sell it. Huh. Okay? Yeah. I said what the fuck I said. So if you were a seller of your shit, you won't be able to sell no more. So then now you really would be having to come up with the extra money that you was getting off the money that you probably was slanging that shit from to, um, yeah. hmm So, I mean, I'm just saying, prepare yourself. Don't cheat yourself. You got to do what you got to do. All right, Melody, baby. See you later, sweetheart. I will stay positive. I'm trying to stay positive. And all the people that like to pray and really pray to God, not nobody else now. Pray for me. Okay. Please, I appreciate it. I trust y'all to pray for me. I can't ask just anybody to pray for me because I don't know. People might be praying that I grow an extra leg, arm, extra eye, an extra nose, a nose like Jasmine, for me to be a whore like Olivia, for me to be obnoxious and ignorant like Peaches. I don't know. I'm just saying. But I rebuke anything that's not for me to be. I rebuke it. I return to send it back to you tenfold now. Okay? But anyways, we're just gonna pray for the people. We'll touch on this as we need to. I guess I'll watch the news even though I don't want to. Because it's depressing and I don't want to be depressed because I'm already depressed sometimes already as it is. So, but anyways, I love y'all. Okay? Y'all stay up. I appreciate y'all for tuning into this stream. Y'all keep y'all's bells ringing. Okay, what's tomorrow? Thursday? We'll see about it. Okay. There's some things that I'm going to check off into and I'll get back with y'all. I'm not going to just be hitting my live button to talk about these, whatever they are. We have to talk about things that's of the world because as a collective, we all can be impacted by certain things. So when certain things that are world news come across, I don't care how many people come off in here, how many people that don't catch the replay, please hit the like button while you're here if you haven't. Thank you so kind. And hit the subscribe button as well. Um, we're gonna be touching on things that we need to talk about. And that's just what it's gonna be. I think there's things that needs to be talked about that we do need to discuss, that we need to stay in the know about, especially if it has something that could impact us as a whole. Why not? You know, anybody can get on here and talk about bullshit, but I'd rather talk about something of substance that could help in some type of way or whatever, or we could just have a conversation. Not necessarily a debate, but a conversation. Okay. But yeah, I appreciate y'all's time. Hey, Marquita, baby. I appreciate y'all's time, but just listen to what I'm saying. This build up, this setup that's happening here, it's about to go down, y'all. So just get ready and stay prepared. And I'll holler at y'all later. Marquita, baby, you're going to have to check the replay, but I'll holler and I'll see you another time. Thank y'all so much.